Ooh, emergency alert extreme. Tornado warning in this area. Take shelter now and base sprinkler. That's cool. Okay, I'm gonna ignore that. Do you like Dungeons and Dragons? Well, we're Dragon Deez Dice, a comedy D&D 5e actual play show. Where a group of inexperienced heroes embark on a vast and deep storyline within a homebrew world brimming with magic and mischief.
Good morning, folks. It's a lovely, bright and early morning today.
So...
It is morning for exactly one of us.
For those viewers just joining us, maybe because of a specific monster used in this episode, this is the second part of a sort of duo of episodes. If you'd like to see the setup of what came before this, you know, the mystery and intrigue of this town, be sure to go back, watch the previous episode, episode 31. But for those of you sticking with us, please like the video and comment down below if you're watching on YouTube. Or on Spotify or other podcasting platforms, you can leave us a review. It'll actually support us a ton. Thank you. We hope you enjoy. Now, let's get into the recap. You all have arrived to the vacation resort town of Haz de Celil with your posse of bug people to destroy an under-construction Coliseum. And your other ally, Eloise F. Moore, waits on the city's edge for your beck and call to further assist your mission. But after arriving to this town, strange occurrences kept piling up. The town seeming to lack tourists, other people missing, a deaf beggar with delusions of being watched, your bug friend Vermeer forgetting his own wife, animals constantly on edge, strange twitches of the townfolk that on the surface don't seem to notice any problems. And your fun in the sun was then oddly interrupted by a flash of combat you all seemed to forget instantly, but your wounds and tiredness lingered, which further led you to your suspicions, causing Pebble to use a detect magic spell that noticed a magical sort of sound waves that emanated in the air, kind of coming from the ground, at which point she attacked, hit something, and like unlocking a repressed memory, a tunnel appeared on the ground wide enough for travel.
Ooh. I forgot how fucking horrifying this is.
Yeah.
Pebble's like standing above the tunnel. She looks still horrified, almost like she's frozen in place, as everyone else is able to see it as well.
I'm sorry, how big did you say these tunnels are?
It's about you-sized.
Oof, that's a big tunnel.
Tunnel was made for you.
Maybe even a little bit bigger, maybe around like 10 feet.
Oh,
in circumference.
That's like perfect for Mherren. She won't have to scrape her head and nothing.
You guys are currently standing like on the beach, so this tunnel is in the sand and it kind of goes in at like a bit of a angle and towards the direction further into town underground. And there's like some like blood splatter and like droppings that go further into the tunnel. You also notice a few other of these holes now kind of flickering in your memory around the vicinity, and there's a lot of bystanders sitting around looking at you all confused, and they don't seem to notice the tunnel. It's just you and your bug compatriots that have like touched the ground and noticed this.
We're about to phase through the ground.
I'd like to set my stolen bongos on the ground. I don't think I should be taking them.
It is getting serious.
Is there any like weird like engravings, like scratches, like grooves in the tunnel?
There's
man-made.
There's kind of like a grooves in it, almost like a force pushed through the ground. It doesn't seem to be like dug out by shovel or anything like that, like any tool.
I think we should perhaps scooch our way into the tunnels.
Pebble, after sort of taking initiative for a little bit, is a little bit horrified now, and now that everyone else can see what's going on, she's a little bit prone to letting someone else take the lead. But
ready to explore?
Not really, but I don't think we have another choice.
Kind of at a slant. It's a bit steep, but nothing like too dangerous. It seems to like go down a little bit and then it kind of steadies itself further. It goes under the city.
I was going to valiantly slide down the hole on my bum.
Okay.
You do that, some like sand tumbles like in behind you. It's kind of like unsteady, like the sand is like collapsing in on the tunnel as you guys are kind of like going through the entrance of it. But once it gets low enough, it gets into more like packed like dirt and stuff, so it's easier to kind of go through.
Put my arms up and I go, whee!
Ramir, Tic Tac, Minomai, and Zimbom are all kind of walking behind you. Ramir's going up front. Who's leading your guys' pack right now?
I was gonna
Shello's
say that I
probably-
would, but I think Shello is.
Pushing his way up like closer to the front, not all the way to the front, like a few of you back.
This is pretty wild, but I did manage to get the blueprints and some information on the Coliseum for you all.
He's looking around at the tunnel and such, and he's like,
If I'm getting this right, it seems this tunnel is heading straight in the direction of where the Coliseum is, actually.
he's kind of pulling out some like papers, like the blueprints and such.
That's convenient.
That's
Very-
terrifying.
It could be good for us to have a map.
You may have noticed just from looking at it in the town, but the arena is in a rectangular formation, so 4 corners to it. It's made of limestone, but underneath that it has various wood supports and iron latches that connect the limestone and iron supports to it to keep it up. The Caecilians wanted to be limestone separate to the other Coliseum construction, so it matches the aesthetic of the island town, you know? There's 4 watchtowers at each of these corners, with back passageways that lead to each other, as well as there's stands and there's back rooms to place that go underground. The 4 watchtowers are for the guard outposts. There's a few guards still on duty, but well, with the Coliseum not active, there's not as many as they would assume. I believe each watchtower has 1 guard, and there's a few that keep watch inside just as security to make sure no one's sneaking in or anything like that. The actual arena itself, by default, it just has a sand floor, tightly packed together, but it's made deep enough so that it can be dug out and replaced with different terrain, such as dirt, or to make a jungle atmosphere. They plan to bring trees in and stuff to make it different for each fight.
Yeah, we've seen that firsthand, unfortunately.
I haven't.
Okay, well, not her.
Well,
Well,
but-
you've been to one of the other Coliseum games before.
No.
Well, she hasn't, but we went before.
Oh, did you enjoy yourself?
It was a
No,
great show.
Well, he did, but
What sort of modifications they make to the arena? Which arena was it?
it was
Mm-hmm.
the Crusty Bay arena, and there was a ground covered in lava.
Aaron's gonna give Pebble a very stern, like, no look.
What? I mean, I
What-
get that we were financially supporting it, but like we had to see what we were dealing with.
The Crusty Bay one, that was the first Coliseum, so it isn't too as grand of a scale as some of the others. I hear that it's mostly just hay they use on the floor. I know that one as well. It's kind of built onto the water, and it's not very stable. They wanted us to go and make modifications to it and tighten up security and stuff like that. That's around the time the strike really kicked off, as we didn't really want to work in a Coliseum much more, and especially not that one, which was much further away.
That's fair. Yeah, I can imagine why.
Crusty Bay, even this one, it's nothing in comparison to the Coliseum in the capital. Their pit is deep enough that it can be all the dirt and sand or whatever can be taken out, and the Coliseum can be filled with water for this mock naval combat they sometimes put on a show for.
Jesus. Fuck. Give me another religious figure.
By the
That's not
gods.
G.
The bleeding man, which is kind of like Jesus.
Oh, the crucified
That
bleeding
feels-
man person.
Yeah, that feels so worse.
The bloody
I'll just,
By the blood.
just-
Or like.
I'll just stick to good gods.
Well, the capital helps fund some of these, and they make money from some of them, but they probably don't want any of them to outshine the one in the capital. So this one is definitely not to that scale. But anyway, the standard walls around the arena, about 50 feet up to ensure guest safety. They also have, or they should, once it was supposed to open, they have overseeing mages stationed to sort of deflect any stray projectiles into the stands, as well as various ballistas if fighters become unruly. I believe the Crusty Bay Coliseum had a warden that sort of acted like the mage. I believe he was a priest before the Coliseum opened.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Do you know what god he was a priest of?
I never spoke to him personally. I'm not sure. I believe his name was Gargle or something.
I low-key just wanted to hear someone say blibdle poop again.
Perhaps Giggle?
Each one has multiple gates for audiences to enter, leading into the vomitoria in order to access the seats.
The Vomitoria?
An unfortunate name.
That is a word. That is a real word.
It is?
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't make it any less unfortunate, okay?
Oh my god.
It is the
Wow.
section of the stadium where there's a hole between the stadium seats for audiences to go out and easier access to the stadium. Look it up in a book sometime. Other than that, there's one special gate with increased security, and that one's specifically for nobles, and it leads directly to a lounge higher up. Usually much nicer than any of the other seats. It's basically a private booth only for nobles. It has a higher view of the stadium, a better view, some would think. There's also a back entrance to all Coliseums in order for shipments, things such as that. The arena floors themselves typically have 2 entrances on either side for 2 separate teams to go out on. Later built stadiums, such as this one, have a more advanced lift elevator system using a pulley system that brings fighters to the waiting room, to the arena to then open. Unlike the Crusty Bay one, which I believe was first a prism retrofitted into a Coliseum, so did not have this lift pulley system. The stadiums are open air, aside from shaded viewing boxes for the nobles I mentioned. However, I specifically developed a Valerium, sort of a system for the shade, the top of the Coliseum for spectators. It unfortunately was never used here because of the construction that ended, but I believe my design is now in use at the Capital Coliseum. The Dwarven Pit, however, is the only one that's completely enclosed due to the cold atmosphere.
Pebble looks really unnerved, like she's sort of confused how everyone can be having such a casual conversation in this like terrifying environment, but she does think that sounds pretty interesting.
Pebble,
That's
you seem to be
okay.
freaking the fuck out. You okay?
It's really scary down here. It's hard not to freaking the fuck out.
I stare at. Is there anything like different if I just like peer on ahead?
It all just seems like a long tunnel going in one straight direction at this point. You've all been walking for a couple minutes now.
I'm not able to see any other forms of light, or maybe anything in the distance.
Make a perception check.
11.
It's just your light extends and then darkness after that. Can't see anything.
We're making progress, right? Like we're not like walking forward and I turn back. We're like 3 feet away from the
So
stairs.
you do appear to be making progress as you go
Okay.
deeper in. Ramir kind of flips to another page and he's like,
Let's see, below the stadium seating and going underground, this is a labyrinth of dressing rooms, storage, creature pens, prison cells, sleeping quarters, mess hall, employee rooms, everything that they want to keep out of view from audience members.
Alright then.
Other than Crusty Bay Coliseum, the only prisoners housed in the Coliseum itself are usually death row inmates. To save space in the Haz de Celil pit here, the monster cages and the prison cells were just housed in the same room.
Fun.
It says here that there is also a request for a larger pen to be made to fit some sort of Hydra sent in from the Caecilians and firing for this grand opening fight.
Hydra?
I'm not sure if it ever arrived. I do know that the larger pen was built but that was shortly before construction halted, I believe.
You say that the prison and the monster cells are in one.
Yes, they had the death row inmates and the monster pens in one just to save space, since there wasn't very many of the death row inmates they were keeping here. I believe during construction there was only one, it says, but their plan was to keep both in the same room, all in individual pens, but simply to save space.
Why would they send in monsters when they're still constructing the Coliseum? Wouldn't that?
Well, we were almost finished, actually. It was simply we had to finish the much of the outer walls and stadium, but they wanted to store one here so that it was ready for the opening grand fight.
Pray tell, whereabouts would you say the pens and cages for these individuals were?
Well, it was in the labyrinth that I mentioned that is underneath the Coliseum and the underground back rooms areas.
That will be
Seems
all.
really irresponsible to keep a monster when you're not actually using it
Not
yet.
really. That was finished.
Well, I know,
They gotta
but
keep it somewhere.
I don't know.
Yeah, they usually capture the monsters for like standby to use, and they don't just like, hey, we need this, and they go out capture and bring it in. It's not like
That's how I would do it.
I know like there's like farms where it's like free grazing, and some are just like all chained together, you know.
There's some first come, first serve housing, sort of like a hostel for fighters to stay here while they're here to fight. There's an infirmary, dressing rooms with various equipment and such, a lounge for employees of the concession stands, although I have a note here that says that only the employees of the arena are allowed to use this lounge. They wanted to keep the fighters out so no disturbances were caused. Last page here, he flips to another one. Back up top, this is the section that we had not yet finished completing. After the audience gate entrance, there should have been various betting booths ran by managers of fighters that the city here and the capital would each take a cut from, as well as going to the managers of the fighters and then to the fighters. And then there's also be food concession booths and a few vendor booths. This should be true of most coliseums, I believe, would have these amenities for viewers to take part in between fights and when they arrive.
Yes, that seems very familiar to us, the viewers of fights.
Yeah. Make a deception check.
15. I would never lie.
Tic Tac leans down and whispers to one of our party members closest to him and is like,
Hey, you all told me you fought in the arena. Why are we lying to Amir?
Do you know anything else about the land this Coliseum was built on?
I believe a few buildings were demolished, mostly housing, I believe, Caecilians compensated the people for, although I don't believe they're very happy, but that was mostly before I arrived to build it, that the zoning permits were done and such.
I'm asking what it was before a town, but that is fine.
Before a town?
It was a town. And
Yeah, like 100 years ago? Hundreds years
Yes.
ago? Well, it was a beach, and then they built a town on the beach. Believe it was the smaller port town, and then when the Caecilians decided to make it more of a resort place for tourism to rake in some money. But, I mean, that is far before my time.
You do seem quite young. Youthful.
I'm
Well, those are all
I
my
have
questions.
been polishing my shell lately.
You can tell.
Yeah, I can tell. Can you?
Please tell more.
It's
Yes.
honey
Oh.
mixed with a bit of a sugar scrub. It's very nice. So this is a strange
you not
topic to be
sticky?
discussing here. Is anything you can ask me pertaining to the Coliseum that we're approaching the underside of that can maybe help us if it is whatever we're following's lair?
Does your shell come in a medium?
It sheds as I grow.
Oh, that was
Do
me
you
asking.
still
That's
have
a
the
no,
medium?
or
will you be able to lead us to the places we need to go?
Yes, I believe I should be able to. I doubt they made any adjustments since the strike began, since we were performing most of the labor, and I didn't hear any word of them replacing the workers at all.
Do we all know what our goal is when we get there?
I guess figure out whatever's attacking us first and foremost.
Is
But
I have no further questions or inquiries.
Oh, so you're good then. You know how to take this thing down.
I have no
Destroy
idea
it.
what this is.
The Coliseum that we're heading
Oh.
to.
Perhaps.
well, do you know?
Just
Are there any like glaring weaknesses that you saw in the blueprint and didn't bring up when you were building it?
Glaring weaknesses in my construction. No. I built this thing strong. However, since it is not finished, it may be in a weaker state than if it would have been. Some of the foundations may not be as sturdy as they could be, but
Was there a specific place they kept all of the props they would use? I don't recall if you mentioned that specifically.
yes,
while you
in
were going over
the,
plan.
there's a back entrance on the surface that would lead to various storage areas there, including a sort of dressing room for the fighters that meant to have weapons. I'm not sure if it's stocked with anything currently.
Alright, so any sort of weapon that could be in the entire place would be there? Like
Yeah.
cannons, ballistas, those things that you mentioned
Well, no,
earlier?
not any cannons. The ballistas would be on top of the stadiums to shoot down at any unruly fighters. Those were part of the aspect that were not yet completed.
Okay.
However, there's wood to make them in the storage crates on the premises. If you have a few days, I can maybe put one together.
I don't know if
That
we have a
may
few days. We are
take
actively
a
being
little
attacked.
too long. So this monster that was brought in, it was kept in that room.
Was it just going to be the one guy fighting the Hydra? How big is
I don't
this
have
thing?
a
How strong?
itinerary of everyone who was kept there, but I just know that there was one death row inmate. They probably were planning to bring in more.
Now,
Okay.
speaking of constructing, were there any general weaknesses in the structure that you improved?
Crusty Bay is the only really one that I know of that has a actual weakness to the foundation, and that's because it's sort of built on a marshland and the ground is unsteady. If any other Coliseum has unsteady ground like that, the weight of the Coliseum itself could come crashing down in on itself. We did not build this one on unsteady ground. I am smarter than whoever built that first Coliseum.
Yeah, I see. You are quite smart, along with being very youthful.
At this point, you notice some other tunnels kind of converging in on the one you're traveling through. Every once in a while, you pass by like another tunnel that seems to go outward another way that kind of joins in with this one, and this one continues going straight.
What in the hells could have dug this thing?
I'm starting to think I might have an idea of what's happening.
The tunnel, you can kind of see on the edges of it stone pedestals almost in the earth, and Ramir sees one of these and he's like, oh, we should be coming up on the underside of the foundation now. These are the supports in the ground. Then you pass by another one that's kind of like dug through one, and this like there's like a wooden stub that's kind of like broken through.
Oh, that's not good. But we're coming up on an incline now. I think we're going into the facility. Let me see where we are.
He like scuttles
You
up
go
ahead a
ahead
bit,
now.
and like looks up and like holds his hand back to stop. You all sneaks his head out a little bit.
Yes, I believe we're right close to the entrance to the arena, the western side entrance, I believe. This is part that isn't fully constructed.
Waves his hand and he's like,
Right, I don't see anything currently. We should be in the clear. No guards or anything walking around as far as I can tell.
Scurry on out.
so looking around, this seems to be like in the outside of the arena area before it goes up into like the stands. Like he said, it's not finished in here. A lot of things have like white tarps over them that look like booths for like selling things. That are like half finished construction equipment in here that's like a bit dusty and stuff, like logs and stone blocks like pushed to the side, various crates of supplies, some traces of like the dirt or the tunnel like continue in and like go around a corner.
We could follow that trail, sniff in the air a little bit, and become a pointer ant.
Pointer and
Are you still letting Ramir sort of lead, or someone else taking charge here?
Ramir seems to know where he's going.
I think one of us should walk up next to him.
Yeah, I was about to
I
say
can-
Mherren will walk up just by him.
So as you begin to turn this corner, Mherren, you now have blood on your halberd. Ramir is on the ground bleeding out. It seems
Whoa.
that there was another skip in time. He's like,
Oh,
oh,
no.
What happened? I never cut in my side.
Mherren, what happened?
And I'm gonna hit the ground with my staff.
nothing
Oh,
happens.
It didn't work. Nothing changed.
What happened before? God.
well,
Ramir's like picking himself off the ground. A lot of his paperwork is like scattered on the ground with like blood staining it, and he's like holding his side, and he's like,
Oh, what the hell was that?
Mherren's going to offer a healing potion to him.
yeah, he takes it. Do you want to roll it for him?
Ooh, that wasn't very good.
5. He drinks it and he's like,
Why, I feel a bit better, thank you, but I'm no stranger to being hurt like this. Many things in construction have banged into me. However, I may not want to be in the front anymore. How are we supposed to fight something that we cannot fight?
I can go in the front. I have my shield. Just we need
No,
people
that
watching.
won't Stop it.
It'll help. I don't know, okay? I need someone watching every different possible angle. We can't have any blind spots.
Tic Tac, Mai, kind of like look around like to the sides, making a perimeter. Zimbom, who's also with you all, kind of like flies up above you all, looking towards like the ceiling areas and such. Tic Tac's like, I don't see anything, guys.
I don't think it'll matter if we can see everything. I have a feeling that whatever keeps doing this is exactly the thing that has created this illusion. We might not be able to even see it when it appears, whatever it is.
Just so that I'm 100% clear, Shallow has the ring of tracking, right? Or one of the rings. Or the ring, and Mherren is attuned to it, correct?
Is that how we kept it?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, attuned ring of tracking Shello is what I have written down.
Okay. I will walk at the front with holding this funny circle out in front of me in case anything comes by and I don't see it. If something comes by, perhaps like a fish in water, it will be attracted to the shiny thing.
I don't know how we'll get it on it, but that's really clever. I'll be able to tell where it is.
Yeah, I'd like to walk way out in front of the rest of the party, just following the trail.
Okay, make
But
a dexterity check.
Dexterity.
Oh my god.
Check or saving throw?
I got a 18 on a dexterity check.
Oh my god. I'm so fucking nervous.
I heard that Shallow's gonna just like disappear from in front of you.
I'm so scared. But I mean, Mherren will still be able to follow as long
Well,
as he doesn't
I'm-
drop the ring.
I'm
It'll
more
be
worried that Shallow's gonna be like, I don't know, clotheslined or something and drop the ring.
Oh no.
You all watch Shell disappear.
God
Fuck.
fucking damn it.
Mherren, you can tell that the ring is further down, it seems, around the corner past a large gate that seems to go out into a main arena.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Fuck off. Okay.
You blink and
This
the kid
way.
ran.
Mherren is very quickly running towards there, towards the direction where she.
Pebbles running past also, or running to follow her.
You can roll chasing after Mherren.
Mherren, you find yourself on the ground. You've taken 10 damage.
Fuck.
By the way, Shelly, you've taken 13 damage so far. One of the bugs yells out, like,
Guys, I don't think this is working. What are you trying to do here?
Trying to get our aunt back.
How?
I can still track the ring. There's whatever is here.
What will
I
tracking
don't
it
know.
do if we can't get it? If we keep going like this, we'll die. What do we do?
How? I don't know. The deaf man. You talked about him talking about seeing things that no one else saw.
The faces.
Mm.
But I don't know.
We couldn't find him earlier.
Does anyone have a deaf man on hand?
No,
my
I
inventory
don't just
for-
collect them.
Baltzal, go ahead and make an intelligence check for me.
Yippee!
This whole time, Balthazar had a deaf man in his pocket.
Okay, what
not
if- what if
Yippee.
he was
Christ.
the deaf man?
Not Yippee.
Yeah,
my
Baltzar, I can't think of any way to make anyone deaf.
Wait,
Oh my God.
wait a minute.
Oh my god, bruh.
Oh my
I guess-
god.
I guess turning off one of your senses helps.
What?
I'm gonna reach into my pocket and pull out the horn of silent alarm.
What?
Uh-huh. What do you do with that?
Hey Pebble,
Yeah.
want to hear something really loud?
No, not really. I'm scared
blow
of loud
into the horn.
Oh, she like covers her ears and starts freaking out.
I think,
You know
I
what?
think that our magic people should probably check if they have a blindness/deafness spell.
Wait, Pebble, did you say that you put your hands over your ears when you did that?
That's what I imagine she would do.
Okay, yeah, so doing that makes you not be able to hear anything without magic. Luckily, you have hands. So you do that. It's just a normal horn sound in your head. Once that ends, suddenly it's very quiet.
It's
And
crazy.
you see a giant hulking beast within the arena, a claw grappled around Shello, swinging him around in the air.
Oh my god, what?
This creature,
Oh,
it
poor
is
boy.
a milky, fleshy white body with two long necks with heads at the end, then a third neck that seems to not have a head at the end that's kind of dripping blood. The two heads that are there are humanoid with large mouths with very sharp teeth. No eyes, however. They almost seem like mannequin heads with giant gaping maws that are like trying to bite at Shello right now. And as you look at these faces for longer, it's like they twist and contort into this deja vu feeling, morphing into various facial features and different identities. A nagging feeling that you've seen these faces before, but it's just this uncanny valley. And currently you're the only one that sees this.
As soon as Pebble sees that, she like shrieks and starts like pointing at this thing to the others.
As you point and lift your hands over your ears, it is no longer there and you forget that just happened.
What?
You don't know what you're pointing at.
What it? Guys, where?
Pebble? What?
What?
What's
I-
wrong? What?
I don't know. I feel. I don't know.
Cover your ears again. And this time Mherren's also going to.
Okay.
All right, when you
She does it.
yeah, when you both do that, at this point you now see this giant creature with Shello. Shello, you take another 8 damage
Shit.
as this thing bites at you.
Hey, how do I hit?
Hello,
How do I
rock
attack
lady.
it with my ears? Shallow. Are you?
Hello.
What is that thing, Shello?
What?
The
I'm in
thing
the
that-
air.
How do you not see it? Can I respond telepathically? Or
You
oh
can
wait, he can hear
shout.
me. He can hear me. I forgot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I shout up to him I'm like, Shello, cover your antenna or whatever you hear with. I don't know how he works, honestly. I don't actually know.
I just have like many little hairs that I pick up vibrations with.
Oh, that's more troubling.
Shello, you
How
cover
do
the
you-
human ears you have in your head, and,
Yep.
and now you can see this thing.
No.
Oh dear,
Um,
Rock Lady. I am quite very hurt.
Balthazar rolled a 1 in intelligence.
Both
I don't have
can find
antennas.
his
Not sure, he's a
antenna.
fucking idiot. Sana, do you remember the fight against those gibbering creatures?
No,
What do you mean?
I'm fucking with
no?
you.
I need you to do that again. When I take my hands off of my ears, I need you to cover them.
All right, I walk over to her, getting my rope out.
Mherren's going to uncover her ears, and she looks confused.
I want to haphazardly crawl up her, just like, oh, sorry, and then wrap my legs around her waist or chest. Well, I don't know how tall she is comparatively to my body, so whatever I can get, so I can get comfortably to cover her ears, and then tie myself on.
Yay.
So can I have you all make
It's gross.
initiative
Why is it-
checks?
Balthazar doesn't see
Yay.
anything. He's confused.
Oh, I fucking knew it was a false Hydra.
Who now?
Wait, you knew?
What are you talking about?
Not immediately, but I remember hearing
Ba.
what?
I'm plugging my ears and I'm going up, 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 up.
Okay, it's in the combat.
You looked
encounter.
up the
No, I
the
knew what it
fucking
was
synopsis of the
beforehand.
movie, and I don't
No,
care.
I didn't. I knew what a false Hydra was beforehand.
So
Fact-checked
did you know
myself.
or did you not know 2 days ago?
I wasn't 100% sure, but I thought it might be.
Gotcha.
But I also didn't know if it was something like a play on a simulacrum or something, you know?
I don't know what that.
It's
Zimbom
It's hard to
is
explain.
up first. Zimbom, like Shello, has 2 sets of arms. Seeing what was going on, pulls her antenna down, grabbing onto them, sees this, and is like, oh dear! Gonna fly up a little bit above this stone thing, dash, going all the way over here. Ramir also covers his ears, sees this, is going to scream and run forward with his great club past Pebble, also dashing. Minomai, however, is different for Thrycreen. He only has 1 set of arms. He's still kind of looking around confused. Balthazar, can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Okay. 26.
You
Holy shit!
even with your natural 20, you see your allies covering their ears, but then you notice this giant creature with noise coming out of it that you can hear plainly, but you're like powering through its spell, possibly relying on your wizard strength to realize it's charming your allies. For this turn, you're able to react to this even without covering your ears, but you now know that it's singing some sort of weird song that's erasing everyone's memories.
Oh. Neat. Thing's fucking ugly.
Yucky.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move up next to Pebble.
Hi, Balthazar.
Though I will say, though, if you don't stop your hearing in some way, you'll have to make this roll again next round.
I like my odds.
Okay.
I'm also gonna go ahead and shoot that little magic missile, aiming at its mouth, I guess. 4 times 5, so
20.
These missiles burst into it, and it like flinches at them, but it does not stop singing. That is 2 heads, by the way. One of its necks, it seems a head was cut off at some point.
I wonder when that was.
I don't remember.
Probably when its head was cut off.
I'm assuming it was
remember, yeah,
when our
'cause it's
favorite
singing.
Scally Pabble, perhaps,
No.
cut off its head. Oh.
Anything else you're doing, Balthazar?
I'll sit pretty.
Mherren, we're onto you.
Okay, and my movement is halved, correct?
Yes, if you're carrying like Son on your back, it's halved.
Well, we're just gonna go up the 20 feet that I can go then. And, well, you know what? I'm gonna rage first.
Alright, go ahead and roll a d12.
7. What was 7? Oh, it's a difficult terrain. Okay. That's not quite as helpful as I would
30
like.
feet of difficult terrain, then.
15 feet.
15, okay. I am going to use my longbow with a arrow of lightning.
Okay.
Oh, please go out. Why are you
Oof.
like this?
Missing with that.
Reloading the fucking page.
Not used to shooting a arrow while deafened, maybe. Can't hear the winds.
Yeah, it's the,
Yeah,
all of
yeah.
the flight patterns are
Yeah,
messed
exactly.
up.
Okay, well, it's
Depth
fine because I'm
perception's
gonna
off.
do it again.
You just
That does
faintly,
lose me that arrow, but it's not a used arrow, right?
You
I
just
can collect it
faintly hear
afterwards,
next
maybe?
year.
Yeah, you can
next
get it
year,
after.
you're like,
I couldn't understand a word except for the very clear Mherren. Oh my god. Okay, well, we're gonna try the same thing again. Okay, I fucking hate it here.
I
Is
slip a
14
little.
hit?
14 misses.
Fuck! God damn it. Well, that's all I can do.
Pebble, we're onto you. You're currently covering your ears with your only 2 hands.
All right. If I were to take a ton of like a bundle of cloth, perhaps, or would I be able to like shove it into my ear, sort of make a little earplug?
It's something that you can try with some cloth or cotton, but taking your hands off your ears and failing a wisdom save means that you'll forget the intentions of that act.
Fuck.
There's also a wizard there, by the way.
You just
Oh,
tell someone who doesn't have their ears covered.
I know, but okay. Pebble's going to turn to Balthazar, and she's going to say, "Balthazar, I need you to, if you can, take the bedroll out of my bag, and rip off 2 strips, and make earplugs for me. Do you know if you can do that for me?"
I can
Yeah,
try.
yeah,
I'm
in your
not
mouth.
good at crafts, but I'll try.
I don't know what you just said,
All
but
you hear is just.
I really hope that was a yes.
So, Balzar, going through Pebble's like backpack, taking a giant bedroll out, it's gonna take some time. You have to use your next turn to do that.
That's fine.
Odds. Okay. In the meantime, there's like literally, I don't know. Hands are so important, apparently, guys. Wow.
Hey, a firebender can use their feet.
Would you prefer that I cover your ears first and then?
Yeah,
After you
that
get
would
in
be
attack,
that would be
yeah.
nice. I see him like fumbling with the bedroll, and I say, actually, just cover my ears for now, maybe. That you could do that in a minute. Having my ears covered. Now I suppose I will use branding smite and shoot at its face.
Okay.
I guess the one that's trying to bite Shello. Does an 18 hit?
18 does hit.
Hell yeah, it does. Okay, there's that, and then branding smite is 2d6, so 9 extra damage.
All right, 16 damage. This gets like lodged like right into its forehead, flinches at that, and then goes back to trying to bite at Shello.
And then I will also shoot it again.
Okay, same head.
Yep, for 10. Does 10
10
hit?
misses. It flies right over it.
Okay, well that's my turn then.
Sana, all you really know is that Mherren told you to hop on and cover her ears, and now she's running into a field with some of your allies fighting there.
The flying ant.
I really wish Mherren taught me how to shoot with my feet, like those wonderful gymnastics do. I see them shooting at something. Like even if I look over at it, there's like no like squiggles.
Your memories are being played with, fabricated to make you not think anything of it.
Okay. So like, what the hell are you shooting at, Pebble?
What? I can't hear you.
You're fabricating memories to rationalize anything illogical about this event.
Okay.
Yellow learned how to fly.
Pebbles practicing.
I mean, some
on
ants
Shallow.
can fly.
I don't think there's anything I really can do other than continue to cover your ears, I guess.
Actually, can you make a wisdom saving throw? We have to do this for you.
Wisdom.
Ooh, yeah, because that would
Natural
kind
one.
of solve a lot of
Okay, never
problems.
mind.
Fuck, never mind.
just confused. Mherren just feels like my like nose brush up against her hair occasionally, and then just not really taking anything seriously because she doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Shello, what are you doing? You're grappled by this thing in the air.
Do I see Shallow floating? Actually,
Yeah, just the
Shellow's
wind took
flying.
him.
Yeah, we.
he's lighting
Every
on
time I yell about something being dangerous or bad news, it's just me going wee.
Oh my god!
Uh,
Careful, Bowser. There seems to be a gust of wind.
Can I ask, is trying to break out of the grapple, does that count as my action?
Yeah, be a strength check.
That is
Be strong.
good.
I mean, your alternative is to stay grappled.
Yeah, that's probably not good for me. I guess I'm gonna try and break out of it.
Okay, make a strength check.
10.
You're a bit of a slippery fella. You managed to slide right out, back onto the ground.
That was my action, which means I'm still within its melee range and I can't disengage. Correct?
Yes,
Okay.
that is true.
I'm gonna use one of my extra funny hands to use my scimitar of speed.
Okay.
This is 17 hit?
17 hits.
Okay, and I'm gonna stabby stab.
Get a
For
little
4
jab in, looking up to see two of the heads just writhing and looking down at you, smiling.
I mean, can I guess look more at the creature. It has like two large faces, both with their mouths open, right?
Each head is singing while it's fighting currently.
It doesn't have any ears.
No.
Okay.
Or eyes.
Oh well, yeah. I don't know. I can't do anything else. I don't have any more actions. So.
Tic Tac follows in everyone else's footsteps, covers his antenna, notices it, runs up to get kind of on this side, not through the pillar there, you went around it, but looking around, scanning, not wanting to get too close, but also ready to heal anyone that needs it, that's that he can get to easily. Currently he's only really seeing Shello is taking most of the damage, and he doesn't want to get that close. So that brings us to the Hydra, which it's going to move like
Let's see ya.
just right there. It can only move 5 feet. It seems like it doesn't move at a great speed on land. It's kind of like a mound of like lumps of flesh and such, pulls itself along the ground. But then it's going to attack at you, Shello.
Sure.
It swings at you with a claw. It's a 13 hit.
Oh.
Then brings a head down.
Oh, okay.
It's a 16 hit.
Yes.
Mhm.
It
16 does hit.
hold on. I can do something as a reaction, right?
If you want.
Yeah, I want to use my reaction to use the Metal of the Horizon bag,
Oh, okay.
which increases my AC by 5 until the start of my next turn.
Nice. Yeah, you just like kind of tap this metal you have pinned to your vest causes this like shield spell to come out of it and blocks this bite.
Bella doesn't want to be bitten again.
Zimbom is gonna fly up a little bit more, throw a bomb down at this thing.
Drycreens have an unfair buff in this battle.
So it explodes next to this thing, does 11 damage to it. The bomb kind of pops, this sort of like cherry bomb-ish. Doesn't seem to be made out of like gunpowder or anything. Not super strong.
Ooh.
Wait, so I was being held like 10 feet up, so it's like 10 feet tall, yeah?
It's considered a huge creature. I believe that makes it 30 feet big.
Okay, that sounds good.
It's huge.
I would say that's pretty large.
Ramir's gonna finish running up, swing his great club. Also managing to hit, swings at the hand that has tried to claw at you, Shello. Hits it for 8 damage.
Like 2 of my attacks.
Mainomai is like still confused, just kind of wandering around in the back. Oh, he actually manages to save, sees this thing singing, and rips off a piece of his tunic, ties it around his head, kind of pinning his antenna to the back so they're fully just covered and held in place. He's actually going to dash. He can actually get all the way up to it with his movement.
Oh,
So he's gonna get up there, and he can't attack on this turn now that he dashed, but he's going to just be up there. He's now also deafened. However, the way that he kind of like tied his like antennas and such with the cloth, it also is covering his eyes, so he's unfortunately blinded.
cool.
With my mastery of the blade, I do not need to see my opponent. It is clear that he did not actually need to cover his eyes like this, but I think the cool factor has gotten to his head.
Dude, blind samurais go hard though.
Balsar, can you make a wisdom saving throw
Okay.
while you're covering Pebble's ears?
22.
Whoa.
Okay.
He's finally rolling good.
Can you roll 2d4?
Oh, okay. 4.
Okay, you are still able to save from this thing.
I will take my hands off of Pebble's ears and move her hands back. Just so when she figures, she'll be like, what are you doing? Just be like, trust me. And then I'll spend my turn crafting earplugs for Pebble out of a bedroll.
You're just like taking like the cotton outside the inside of like the bedroll and making earplugs instead of wrapping it all around. Okay, good.
Yeah, using a bit of like wax and whatnot I have in my satchel components.
Yeah, you take out some wax from your own ears to get it all nice and
No!
put it in your
I
ears.
know. Oh my god.
Make a perfect mold of the inside of Pebble's ears.
Anything else?
That'll end my turn.
So you're not
that's my
making any
turn.
for yourself?
I'm pretty
He's smart
confident.
for that.
Okay.
Oh my
I'm pretty
god.
confident on this wisdom.
Mherren, what are you doing?
Okay, first, I wanted to say real quick, I waited till my turn so that I wouldn't interrupt anyone else. I remembered when I first thought it was false Hydra, after the guy said that he didn't remember saying anything about his wife. And I immediately thought it was a false Hydra, but I didn't say
Crazy,
it because I
crazy
thought I was
that
wrong.
you knew that
Thanks for telling
early
us.
and didn't.
No, I didn't. I
Lane,
didn't
figured it out,
know.
you should have
Lane, we
said
could have
something.
chatted
No.
about it for these past 2 days and been the two who knew.
You underestimate how
Wow.
much I think that I am wrong about every little thing. I just assumed that I wasn't right.
Well, it
Wait,
was the
do-
wrong thing to do.
Do I have to
Or
be covering my
clearly.
ears in real life too, or am I?
What?
Also, I like how Balsars really wants to be able to hear.
Yeah, that's more important than anything
Yeah.
else. I just want to hear the beautiful song.
He has old man ears. I think he should have advantage.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
god.
tinnitus.
Yeah, he doesn't
More
hear anything
fireballs.
anyway.
You hear ringing in
Anyways.
your ears.
So I'm gonna rage again because my rage has dissipated because I didn't get hurt or land an attack.
Did you attack it, or am I misremembering?
No, I didn't. I
Okay,
didn't.
then yeah, roll a
actually hit.
d12.
I'm gonna end everything in my vicinity.
Nice. So you
What
got
the
some
fuck?
difficult terrain around you.
Difficult terrain to a 5
I'm so
moving
mad.
feet creature.
Yeah, I can only move.
I'm
5.
so mad.
You'll only be able
I
to
was
make 2.5
I was
feet.
looking forward to this happening so that
God.
I could redo it and hopefully get something more useful, and that just didn't happen.
You should actually move it half of a square and just make everyone's calculations so painful. That would be so great.
So we're gonna move up these 20 feet.
I think you have to move one more space forward to get it with your
Yeah,
halberd.
for my
right?
halberd.
Yeah.
That's so annoying. Ugh,
Doesn't
I
move
hate
back.
this game.
I'm gonna be right back. If you want to think about your
Okay.
turn for any longer.
I'll make this aware. The reason why I'm not doing anything for my ears is because I plan to communicate with Shello.
You have
On what's
telepathy.
happening?
You have telepathy.
Exactly.
I'm so
Yes.
mad right now.
I also have telepathy.
So if I don't end up keep seeing it, I can investigate about it. I can telepathically connect with Shello and go, "Hey, what's going on?"
Yeah, but
Well,
even if I
you
tell
can't
you,
because
you
your
won't be able
mind
to-
would your mind
but
would
I'd
come
be
up
like,
with
holy
excuses.
shit, that's a
you
strong
wouldn't
gust
know.
of wind.
Dude,
Yeah, you wouldn't know anything was happening because your brain is
I don't.
creating
that's
up
funny.
a scenario where it makes
That is
sense.
kind
the
of
No,
funny
it doesn't
bit.
because you
No,
cannot
it is.
ask.
Oh my
It is
cannot
funny.
ask
god,
about it.
dude.
That is the
Mozzie told
entire
us
point.
what
You
his
cannot
plan
ask.
was, and
Oh
we're
my
yelling at how
fucking
stupid
God,
it is.
I'm
I
so
think it's
mad.
very funny and it's a good idea and you should do it.
You know what? I think
funny, but
I
it'll
think
I'm
get
excited to see what this
someone
plan
killed.
is.
to the
Oh my
fucking
It's funny.
Hydra.
God.
You guys should.
I
not
feel
It's
like
not
it's
funny.
better if I naturally leave you to find out.
Oh my god.
I thought it was funny that Peanut came back after like 30 seconds and we were at each other's throat.
Mozzie needs to
It
know.
was really
Mherren, what are you doing?
I still have my hands over my ears.
If Mherren's drawn her bow, knowing that Sana moved and made her miss a couple times, she's gonna be like, I don't know what she's doing, but I'm gonna try to get as still as possible.
Okay, I really hope this works. Please. Okay, that's better. 17.
17 hits.
Thank God. Also, I don't know if it was implied because I used it the other 2 times. I am using the lightning arrow.
Okay.
That is what I'm using. I'm gonna keep using them until this thing is dead. That's not very good, but that's
4.
okay. Okay, roll 2d6. That's not terrible.
9
So,
damage.
and then I'm gonna do the same thing again anyway. So let's just fuck off.
Ooh, yeah, that misses. Just barely like flies over its head.
I love the excuses we're making for my shit roll. Yeah, that's
Okay.
everything.
Pebble.
She's going to run up to Sana, and then I was going to use Thunderous Smite, but then I realized that I don't think that one actually works unless it's melee. Wait, yes it does. Okay, sorry, I'm fucking stupid. Okay, I will use Thunderous Smite then. Does a 14 hit?
14 misses.
All right. Does a natural 20 hit?
Natural 20 does hit.
12 damage, and then adding the smite, which
Move by
I don't know how this thing gets knocked prone. It's like gonna take up the
Or just
entire.
falls
It can't
over.
be knocked prone.
What malarkey?
It saves anyway,
It's
though.
huge.
However, your arrow flies in to one of its heads. Thunderous Smite just bursts one of the heads.
Yo.
No?
It now has another limp neck, gushing out blood. The last head lets out like this wail.
Oh, it's gone flaccid. Looking at Sana, how hurt does she look, P3? Does she look fine? Just dandy? I'm asking for a visual description of your
Asana has not been touched.
Okay, that's what I thought. The same
I'll
goes
just
for
find
Mherren,
you.
correct?
I just
Oh,
imagine
no,
you telling me
Mherren's
like,
hurt.
what happened.
Oh, wait. Okay. I'm going to use Lay on Hands Pool to heal Mherren for 10 health.
Oh, perfect. That's exactly what I was missing.
Should I roll a
Damn.
wisdom save or
Yeah, roll a wisdom.
natural one?
Yep.
Fuck off. Why do you keep...
That's
no
Please
idea what's going on.
refresh.
Yo.
Please
Dude, I was
refresh.
AFK. I don't know what was happening.
IRL AFK.
I did this to myself.
Are you doing
Um,
anything despite not knowing what's going on?
I'm seeing people react to things. I'm like, oh, I'm just shrugging it off. I see people covering their ears at least. I'm not. Memory isn't being changed about that, right?
Pretty much all the bug people in front of you are covering their ears, and the with the mantis one having a whole thing tied around his head. You do see that.
I don't know. Just like, kind of like glancing around, just like seeing people other than Balthazar cover their ears. I'm gonna push my hand from like with my face from Mherren's ear, so like it's always covered, but now with my cheek.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna put my hand over my other ear, so like my one ear is covered against her head, and then my other hand,
Mherren has
other ear is
two
covered
hands
with my
again.
hand. Well, my other hand is also covering her ear.
Okay, I think I see the picture.
Head sandwich.
Like I'm shoving my ear against her ear.
Yeah, doing that, you're now deafened as well, seeing this thing in front of you.
Just seeing how close it is, how big it is. And I'm like, then what I want to do... Oh no, I'll actually... Fuck, I can't do that. I'll forget once I uncover. Sana doesn't know she'll forget when she uncovers. Not knowing that, she's gonna... she's gonna recover Mherren's ears, and whatever she was doing next, completely gone. She's thought nothing happened, nothing changed.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Great. So Shello, what are you doing?
I'll attack with a scimitar of speed.
Alright.
And get a 13.
13 miss.
I'll give it the old college try.
Yeah.
Why not? And get a nat 1.
Miss worse.
We go to college.
He went to the College of Juggling. It's not good. Shellow's just gonna heal himself
Okay.
because he's very upset right now. Or 12.
Tic Tac is gonna run up here, kind of tripping over these dead bodies and go like, "Oh, excuse me." He's trying to get to you, Shello. Can't quite get to you this turn. He could get to you, but he's kind of intentionally staying back until he can like heal you and run back. Same turn. False
Okay,
Hydra,
here.
however, it's going to swing its claw down again at you, Shello, but missing.
Shellow.
Seems to now give up on getting you. Goes for different prey in the form of Ramir, getting a natural 20 on him.
That's probably not good.
Ramir gets his arm grabbed by the sharp teeth of this false Hydra, and he gets like pulled in, and it's trying to like pull. Ramir's fighting back and starting to pull the arm like off, and Ramir finally gets his arm out of the grasp. There now being a giant gash almost all the way through. It's like bleeding profusely. Ramir's grabbing it and like kind of holding back a scream. He's not looking great. Zimbom is up next. She tosses a bomb down next to the false Hydra. It blowing up to the side of him, luckily still managing to miss all of you all in its range. Just doing like a little bit of damage to it. On Ramir's turn, he's going to power through, swing his great club, landing a hit of 7 damage on this thing. And at this point, this Hydra is looking fairly hurt, especially with like one of its head blown off, only having one, but even its body is getting like pretty cut up and such now. Andu Mainomai, he's currently like done the samurai monk thing of putting the thing around his eyes to blind himself, but then he manages to hold his sword up straight up in front of his face, mutters something, kind of composing himself, and he manages to power through this blindness and hits the Hydra in his samurai ways, doing another 8 damage to it. Balstar, can make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. By the way, another net 20.
Jesus.
Okay, you're good. You don't need to be making these rolls since you already made earplugs, but either way, you're good. Balstar's just trying to like show off right now. What are you doing on your turn?
Alrighty.
I'll tell you, you have to beat a 15 now, then it has 1 head.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna cast 3rd level fireball.
Okay.
Just
Ooh,
missing
the
everyone else.
rules
Don't
of
worry,
this
I checked first.
This is the one time I wanted you to use it, man.
At 28,
Oh my god!
big bombo.
Ooh, its dexterity is a +0, and it rolled a 3. You throw
Hell
this
yeah.
fireball into it. It like bursts the back of its body. Now guts kind of spilling all over the floor. It's still alive, but I mean, it looks really bad.
Yeah.
In fact, the last head it has is kind of looking around away from you all now.
I can't really tell them to finish it off because everyone else is deafened. I guess
Sana's-
who's next? Who's after
Sana's
me?
turn,
Hold on.
actually.
Mherren's after you.
I'll telepathically communicate with Mherren. Mherren, it's weak. You should be able to finish it off.
Well, I was gonna use my turn to
Let me delete
make
that
sure
real
that
quick.
Sana couldn't hear. But I guess I can get just in range to use my halberd now, so I guess I can do that. real close and personal to it. Okay, I'm gonna swing my blessed halberd. Please, you little bitch.
Wow, natural one, but still 10.
He was almost on a. Yeah, I know. It was almost on a fucking 19. That's what makes me mad. Oh, and there's the 19. Motherfucker, I hate this
That does hit.
game. Okay, and it does. Is that 12?
You take a swing at it, cutting into the neck of its last head, but not quite cutting it clean off.
It's so close to death. I don't know if I should do my banger idea. But I'll say what it was anyway. I was gonna use hold person on it so that it could stop singing, and then everyone could just like attack it. I'll go up here by my favorite ant boy. I'll just attack it with my long sword. Does a 25 hit?
That does hit.
Hell yeah, okay. How is a 12?
You get it just as it's trying to make an escape right now. It seems to be contemplating either digging down or going for a hole kind of in the side of the wall. It also kind of looks like one of the heads is trying to regrow. It's like bubbling and such. Then you swing, and how do you want to finish this thing off?
Yes! Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Okay. She's gonna bring it down onto the last head and sort of like try and cut open its skull, and then just sort of like keep hitting it over and over while like just freaking out a little bit. She looks terrified to be this close to it.
And with that, the droning ends as you split its head open.
Oh, I see the body now.
Yippee.
Now
I
that
will,
the
like-
song is over, you guys have nothing erasing this from your memory.
So I was gonna like big yelp and then fall back and the rope just catching her, so I'm dangling off of Mherren.
Oh god. Okay.
I'm so worried about whether or not it was Ramir, his wife, right? I'm so worried whether he remembers her now.
What I was trying to
I
do,
imagine he must, because there's nothing impeding the memories anymore.
what I was trying to do was do some fancy ass acrobatic shit to get so I'm sitting on Mherren's shoulders and using my legs to cover her ears, and then just start shooting at it.
Oh my god.
That would have been wild.
So you're now all just sort of standing around in this arena, the bones scattered around, some like chewed up bodies, some small pieces of what look like shells, various splotches of blood and organs. It seems that this was its feasting ground it would take its victims to.
Well, first Mherren's gonna maneuver herself a little bit so that she can put her arm around Sana and then untie the rope so that she doesn't fall down.
Fellow wasn't flying.
No,
No,
What
not
now?
quite.
I can't hear you.
I wish Shello could fly. Oh yeah, by the way, Pebble's taking out the earplugs now.
What was that thing?
I
Anybody?
I have no earthly clue.
What was that?
Yeah.
Can I pull
I don't know what they're
Charlotte's
called, but
hands
I
away from his ears?
What human
Antennas.
ears?
His human ears.
Tic Tac comes up finally, is able to heal you, Shello, for 10, and goes up to Ramir, heals him for 7. Ramir still looks fairly injured.
Oh, that was the harshest fight that I've ever been in. I've only really fought against bandits trying to steal supplies on the way here. This thing is something else.
That was terrifying.
no walk in the park.
Hopefully now we should be free to take this Coliseum down the rest of the way.
Yeah, and the people of this town can finally just live a normal life, maybe.
Yes, maybe it'll finally go back to a regular vacation resort, although if we take this Coliseum down, that may impact tourism even more.
Oh,
I think they'll live.
yeah, they'll be fine. That thing, I can't imagine how many people it's killed. It's horrifying to think about.
Yeah, but we probably killed more.
No, I doubt it.
Ramir's like,
Hopefully it didn't kill anyone we know.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't that the wife guy?
Did we start identifying the bodies then?
Yeah, speaking of, can we look around? Are the bodies intact? Somewhat, I mean?
Mherren and Sana, you two go ahead and make investigation checks. Or you can do medicine.
Can I give advantage to Mherren? Because mine's low.
Sure.
All right.
Okay, bet, because I actually have proficiency in medicine. Oof, I thank
Roll again.
the Lord above. Oh, well, that's slightly better. I
12.
guess.
A lot of the bodies, a lot of it just seems to be bones. A lot of the more intact bodies seem very chewed up. They seem to be like bodies that have been like regurgitated.
Ew.
No like bug-like features.
You don't see anything bug-like. There's not that many bodies here, though. It seems as either there's like some things that like spat back up. Some of them seem older. Some of them seem newer. You do, however, find traces of what look like turtle shells that have been regurgitated up.
Oh no!
Thank God.
What do you mean, thank God?
Well, it puts an end to the mystery.
I'll put a
Oh.
pin in
I
that.
mean, we do know now.
There's
A
no
nice,
way you're all
ties
straight.
it all up with a nice little bow.
That's
Anna's
horrifying.
just like not sure how to approach this subject to the guy. She's gonna start poking around the Hydra to see what's there. Kind of like moving it, like moving some flesh with my stick, just moving some stuff, see if there's any items.
Okay, make an investigation check.
12.
I don't have the heart to break it to this guy that his wife got eaten by the Hydra.
He might not remember, so we don't have to tell him.
No,
Cello, put on your
there's no
sad
way.
hat.
I don't have a sad hat.
You take your yellow cap and then you pretend like you're Puss in Boots doing the eyes. Your wife's dead.
Oh no, Mherren can't be the one to tell another person that their spouse is dead. This has already happened before. Well, not quite in the same way.
You find in the body this, most of it seems to just be like mush, stomach bile and such. But there's this pink kind of tulip looking thing. Even though it's a flower, it's like a little bit tough. It kind of has like some sparkly nature to the petals of it. And that's like a little bit crumpled up, but still intact.
This doesn't look
Oh.
ominous. I'm gonna pick it up.
Excuse me, my blue shelled friend.
Yes. Wait, that flower. It's from Mori. It's a rare flower only grown within the mines.
Oh no!
I believe that grinding it up and applying it to something has some sort of effect to it. But I'm not quite sure.
Like healing properties.
No, rubbing the ground up petals onto something makes sort of these like sparkles of light come off of it. In Mori, they were ground up and used for special dances that our culture used to do way long ago. They have mostly gone extinct ever since the mines have more polluted the area. I'm not sure why I remember this. I've never seen one. I don't think.
Oh,
I just wanted to
Before Shallow up, do you have a
excuse
wife?
me,
I don't have
excuse
a
me,
wife. I
Moneybag.
love the bachelor life.
He is not one to have or miss a wife. And we have been told this. There is no missing of wives.
Is it better to tell the truth or let him live in ignorance? and
let
have-
him live in ignorance, my friend.
What do you mean?
I'm whispering that to her, by the way.
I don't think that's.
Perhaps you would like to hold
don't
on
think
to the
that's
flower?
Hold on.
He like takes the flower from Sana and he's
yeah.
like,
I don't know why, but I do remember how to grind this up and apply it to something. Young ant boy, you juggle, yes?
On the occasion.
Well, this will make your juggles of your swords even more spectacular.
Are you sure? Perhaps you should keep the flower.
he takes it in his hand and uses his great club to like smash it
Oh.
and starts
Oh.
grinding it. And like as he does this, like almost like small, almost fireworks kind of burst from it, like glitter, and then he smears it onto Shello's swords, and
Thank you.
he says,
We call this the Rhythm Maker flower.
Thank
I'll
you.
put the rest in a
very
small
much.
vial for you in case you ever change up your juggling equipment.
I'm curious about what I could do. With detect thoughts, do you think I could pull up a thought that is possibly repressed?
go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Ready for a nat 1.
No,
I
I
mean,
got
I
a
could
16.
fast and then unplug their ears.
The reason why detect thoughts didn't work to like find out they were like hiding anything is because they didn't know they were hiding anything, so detect thoughts isn't going to work in that way.
Okay.
He doesn't know that he has these memories to think of.
Balthazar sits there feeling upset, like sad for him since he also lost his wife.
While holding your weapons, you gain a bonus to spell attack rolls and to saving throw DCs of your bard spells. As an action, you can play the drum to regain one use of your bardic inspiration feature. This property of the drum can't be used again until next dawn.
That would be
On?
if I juggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you juggle your swords, it basically activates it the same as it would playing a drum.
Thick.
Vermeer looks around and is like,
Why does everyone seem down? We just vanquished this beast.
Stop
I
poking
am
Mherren.
only. Sorry.
There's no reason. It's just it's scary how much power something could have like that. You know?
Yes, of course. Wait. There's a second tunnel, it seems, in this arena broken through the wall.
kind of looking past you all.
It seems to go down further.
And he starts going towards it and looking into it.
Strange. It seems to go lower into some sort of chamber, but as far as I remember, there shouldn't be any sort of room or anything below the stadium itself or the arena itself in this spot.
I believe we should give it a look. Give it a look. See.
Hello.
Hello.
This
Markiplier.
this tunnel is much more steep and almost goes like straight down. The bug people kind of like go into some of their supplies and get like a rope. Tic Tac and Zimbom hold it for you all to climb down. Ramir kind of going first.
Sana's just gonna occasionally, from here, like just as we continue exploring, just every once in a while, cover her ears.
And look around.
Yeah, just
Okay,
like
make a perception check.
You should also say la
16.
la 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 whenever you have your fingers.
Yeah,
on
as you
yours.
do this, going down this like in the arena and going down the tunnel, it doesn't seem like you notice anything.
It's just like every like couple minutes, you just cover, look around, and then continue.
This tunnel goes down into this like almost like cavernous system. Who's directly after Ramir?
I can be there with the lantern.
Going in further, it begins to open up into a larger chamber that Ramir looks surprised by, and there's this like strange glowing as you all fully like walk out into this large room of this cave. You seem to be like directly under the arena. Basically, you see this sort of pedestal in the center with arcane glyph around it, and the glowing that's emanating in this room is coming from an object sort of floating above this pedestal that looks like this sort of broken piece of sharp rock almost. It looks a bit similar to the shard of dragon scale Balthazar has.
I was thinking.
That's
It's
what I
not a
was
sharp
thinking
thing,
as
I
well. Well,
I know a sharp wit. Perhaps one of us should go touch it with our bare hands.
Mherren's gonna approach it. Not touch it, but Mherren's going to approach.
As you approach it, this like it has almost this barrier around it that almost looks like I guess it can be compared to like an oil slick almost, except you can like see through it. It's just like that's just how like the color kind of like radiates off of it, constantly moving and changing and shifting in various shades of blue, green, red, purple, just like every color of the rainbow, and it has like this sort of wavy patterns of force around it, almost in like a kind of field, a bubble around the entire pedestal.
Oil slicks are so pretty.
They are. Do you have that scale still?
Yeah, I have it.
Would you try, I guess, putting it up to whatever this is?
Also nods his head as he focuses on casting the spell to get it from his pocket plane.
You'll see him like lift the shard out of this almost like invisible pocket on his chest, where you can kind of see like almost like a school emblem patch has been ripped off, but it's like he reaches into an invisible pocket and pulls out the much smaller piece of a shard than this one.
Bolzar holds it up to the barrier.
How close to the barrier do you guys? Are you getting like right next to it?
I'll say I'll slowly get closer, like start at about maybe a meter.
Mhm. Yeah, as you're getting closer, the two separate shards begin like vibrating like slowly more and more as you get closer. And as you hold it up like almost directly against the barrier, they're kind of shaking kind of violently. You're almost like losing grasp with a shard in your hand currently.
Can like tighten my hold on it.
Sure, make a dexterity saving throw.
11.
It slides right between your fingers and shoots directly into the barrier, hitting the one that's already in there. And they almost like connect together like this is a piece that was missing from it. They kind of like make like a sound as they do this, almost like those like magnets you put together. You know the ones I'm talking about.
Yeah,
And then
I
it
know.
stops. Then it stops vibrating and just kind of continues, just kind of floating there.
Are you talking about like the long kind of bean shaped
Yeah.
ones?
Let's go. Shit.
I have an idea, but I don't know if this will be anything.
Well, did it break the barrier, or was the barrier?
No,
now
the barrier is
up?
still intact.
Fuck.
Fuck. Can I rage?
Okay. Roll a d12.
Does Mherren like scream or make any noise when she rages?
I don't think she would know. It was 8, so
Okay.
it was the lightning.
I do like to think that when Mherren rages, they just kind of slightly change their facial expression. And there's no like very clear indicator.
Yeah, the only clear indication that she is the glowing scars.
Oh, true. I'm colorblind. I don't know.
And she
about
starts
that.
biting people.
No, she doesn't. She has not bitten a person.
What are you
Okay.
what are you doing now?
She's still right up against the thing.
Oh,
with
you're
her
right up where like
hands
Balthazar
against
is?
it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. As you get closer, the scars on you start to glow more. And when you
What?
go into a rage, they like start just like rays of light just kind of like start shooting out of them for like a moment as you rage.
Anne's gonna put her hand up to the barrier and try to like press against it, I guess.
As you do this, you feel like a stinging pain.
Well, that's never stopped me before. Fuck. Can I guess, yeah, I'm just gonna try to press harder.
As you put your hand further into it, the pain gets stronger. It almost looks like flakes of your skin kind of like break off and are like floating around your hand as you move your hand further in. Are you still going?
Yeah.
As your fingers get to the point where you're almost grasping the shard, your hand is like further disintegrating, like pieces of it floating around it to the point where you can see the bone of your fingers reaching towards this thing.
Mherren, you need to stop.
There's like visible sweat just going down her forehead. But she almost looks like she cannot hear anyone just
Oh,
from
no.
pure concentration, I guess. As she tries to keep reaching for the scales.
You die.
Maybe.
Mherren has no arm anymore.
That's okay.
Or half skeleton.
That's okay. It'll grow back.
That'd be pretty sick.
Mherren, as soon as you're about to make contact with it, from behind the pedestal further into the cave within the darkness, a ball of fire just flashes into you, knocks you back down onto the floor,
Oh.
and stepping out from the back, while you pick yourself up off the floor, your hand going back to normal, kind of falling back into place, is a group of a few robed individuals.
Oh, friends.
Huh?
Not friends.
Old friends.
Also, like it's just like it's ready to cast a spell in reaction.
Okay, there's
Not friends.
There's three kind of smaller robed people. They look like they're dwarves. And as they step forward, it seems that they end an invisibility spell. They lower the hoods. They have like bald heads, but like long beards. But on their forehead is this like arcane glyph of this eye with other symbols around it. But standing in front of all of them is a taller figure that seemed to have cast this bolt of fire. You recognize it, Mherren and Balthazar recognize it as Claudia Eyecrest. For the rest of you, this is a bit of a older woman with dark black skin. She has pupilless eyes, but they kind of glow with a blue tint. And she has a bald head, except around her head and covering some of her left eye is this almost like burn scar that you had not noticed in any previous run-ins with her. She says, "I can't let you do that just yet."
I assume that you've got something to do with this?
This, she looks at the scale. This escapes me. I did not see this in any of my visions, but it is an interesting sight.
I can assume you're not here on Skull's orders because, well, you wouldn't be doing it alone, and you wouldn't have that nasty gash on your face.
School's orders are to track you down and get the scale you have, but you've led me to a greater treasure.
And I'm not alone, as you can see. Well, they may not be mages of the academy, but I've trained them well.
While this conversation is happening, Miriam's picking herself up off the ground. Sort of patting down the singed bits of her clothes.
Your dwarven friend of the little resistance troop you found yourselves involved in put up a good fight,
Gesturing towards a scar in her head. However, he's been taken care of.
So are you gonna hurt us, or?
Oh, fuck.
I've been watching for a bit.
That Hydra you fought, another unforeseen thing, but while you were up there, we managed to follow you down here, noticed this. Hydra is a very fearsome dragon-like beast, but when warped by the far realm, they become a false version of themselves. Instead of breathing fire, they constantly emanate white noise, aside from when they're eating, of course. This noise has a power to wipe one's memory, as I assume you all realized, and make it forget about the creature entirely, letting it be right in your field of vision without even realizing. Your
You're
brain.
singing to the choir, bitch. All right, you didn't answer my question.
She's gonna cast
Oh my
silence
God.
on you, Sana.
I'm supposed to flipping her off.
I've had to deal with many unruly students in my time.
It seems that Balthazar has been both unable to teach you spells and discipline. Now, when
This creature gets to work. Your brain smooths over the gaps it leaves, but there may be an itch in the back of your mind that something is wrong. This dissonance may make your brain split to try to warn itself, in most cases only furthering the paranoia as the other half of your brain occludes its presence. When it starts out small, it feeds off animals, then it hunts at night when it's less likely to get caught, but eventually the Hydra's song becomes strong enough that it can be right out in the open, because as it feeds and grows more heads to sing its tune, and can devour more and more within a single day. And as it feeds, it absorbs its prey, leaving them to be forgotten just as it. If only you had paid attention in magical zoology, Balthazar, you wouldn't have gotten an F, and maybe you would have saved more lives here sooner. I calculate it killed about 20 since your arrival.
Judging by how much you knew about it, I would have to think that you're the one who brought it here.
Me? No, I simply pay attention. If I had to assume, the Hydra they had planned for this Coliseum was warped by that gate you had also found that I've now informed the school of, as I will also this additional fragment.
Do you think that the school's not going to think that you're taking this for yourself?
Taking this for myself, I'm sure the school would be very interested in whatever the capital is doing with it down here.
And we wouldn't want that to really disrupt the school's relationship with the capital, now would you?
She, kind of like, begins pacing back and forth, almost like professor giving a lecture. It's almost endearing how little you know. The elves in the capital will have no idea I, agent of the school, was ever here. What a horrible fate it is to be forgotten. One you'll soon realize yourself. I know you think you can win, but I've seen the lines of fate, and I know that death follows you, Balthazar, and it will lead you to greater and greater catastrophe if you can continue down this path.
Can Sana walk out of the silence bubble?
She ends the spell.
I was like, so what do you want with us?
With you, I told you I wanted the dragon scale. It's why I've been scrying on you. It's why I've been using other spells to track you. I'm also very curious on how this one, she points her quarterstaff at Mherren, was able to view me in the past.
Rena sort of just grits her teeth.
She then looks back at Balthazar and she says,
When you were rotting in that jail cell, you thought you couldn't lose any more than you already had, but go up against me and you will.
Steve, you mentioned loss a lot. You don't understand. Death may follow me, but I don't need to win. You just need to lose.
her face gets more like stern and she's like,
Leave this place now, and you can go free. I simply need this, as she gestures towards the scale. After that, the school does not care about you anymore. You can enjoy your retirement.
Can I locate any structural weakness in this room?
make a perception
Architect.
or investigation check.
Architect check.
Do investigation.
Is that what you said, Skylar?
I said architecture check.
13.
As far as you can tell, this room has various supports that make it so it can be under like the arena without the arena collapsing, and it looks structurally sound as far as you can tell. You also see around you as you look around this room a bit more other than the dragon scale and the pedestal, you see a couple dead bodies of elven knights. You also see 3 separate larger like rune covered rocks, and each one has a skeleton cuffed to it, just sort of like sitting there.
Okay, at this point, just real quick, Mherren's gonna cut her hand.
I can do one thing, but I don't know if I want to rely on it.
Every minute or so, Mherren's gonna add
You-
another cut either to her hand or her leg. Where she's
I'm gonna
still sort of
I'm
doubled
gonna-
over, but not.
Okay. I'm going to telepathically warn Mherren.
Mherren, I'm going to try paralyze her. What if I do grab the scale?
Mieren's not
Well-
going to visibly react at all. There's no indication that Mieren has heard what
Well,
you have said in her mind.
gonna have to do. I'm in a ditch effort to try and stop her from Claudia from getting the scale. I'm going to cast Hold Person as a 3rd level spell.
Okay. If you're doing that, then
No, roll initiative.
I'll need everyone to roll initiative.
Fuck.
Can I
We'll
do
try to
also
attack for
simultaneously push against the barrier again, or do you want me to just wait to?
At this point,
do
we're
that,
waiting
even
for
though that was
initiative
planned?
order.
Is
Hey,
Claudia
yo.
supposed to be in the room or
Do you not see her?
no?
Yeah,
like-
I was
Oh,
talking
it's
to-
dark vision. He is a human. He
Oh.
cannot see that far.
Oh,
Then
I don't-
Okay, you just
just
Oh,
I
are
just
they
heard a
like
voice in the
here?
shadow. Damn.
Are they up here?
yes.
It's
no,
it's
they're
like
just-
the
they're
movement
just
in
out
the
of frame for
shadows.
me.
Oh
Okay.
no, this isn't gonna go well.
How
many
I
Stand
do.
of the
I
Hill
really
references?
love the glowing. I really do.
It's
like
really
mesmerizing.
cool. I have no clue how you did that.
I'm
It's
colorblind.
so fucking
Added a,
cool.
like,
That's so
visual
sad
effect.
for you.
We can't let Thanos over here get the Infinity Stone. Oh,
No fuck.
Oh.
So
Oh fuck
she
me.
is this as a reaction of me trying to paralyze her, or
She sees you begin to cast a spell, which at that point puts us into initiative order. She's able to react faster. She points towards you all, and coming from her finger is a small ember that then goes like between you all and like is like flashing periodically. And she says, "This is your final chance. Leave."
All right.
Zimbom, who goes next, is like looking around confused on what the fuck is happening, gonna kind of fly out of it, but still kind of staying in the room. Pebble, what are you doing currently?
I'm gonna step out of the I'm gonna step out and go
I
right.
wouldn't get close.
Yeah, I just moved. I decided to move 25.
You
and-
need to understand, me and Shello will instantly die.
Okay, I'll move right
You remember
here.
that
I
before you
actually I have no fucking clue where she is, but I'm going to go right here.
Oh, you don't have dark vision
I
either.
sure don't. I'm gonna go right here.
Even with
Oh,
my dark vision, I just see something right here.
wait, no, wait, I still can't.
I can see
oh,
all of
no.
them.
Pebble, you
with
dive behind a
mine.
rock. What else are you
Well, I
doing?
guess I'm also closer than
I
you
can't
are.
see any. I guess I'll light a torch and put away my shield.
This is gonna be rough, man.
This is gonna be so fine, actually.
Oh,
Oh,
I can
great.
see that.
It's fine. I was expecting a wizard to come along sometime.
Mherren, are you doing anything in your turn?
30 feet. Fuck. That's a little bit further than 30 fucking feet. Or no,
Does it have
that's
to
not
be,
what I'm
does
worried
it have to be
about.
at the start of your turn?
No,
No, I think
they're
it's just a
blinded
bonus action.
until the start of their next turn.
But I couldn't even get that far because I'm obviously going for the shard. So I guess I'll just focus that instead. I will have Mherren push on the barrier again. Try like like you know how people who play football will try to tackle basically, like just put their shoulder in.
Well, she sees Mherren do this, and she says, "Very well."
Fuck.
The ember then detonates. Can all of you in it make a dexterity saving throw?
Yippee!
Yeah.
18.
Please. Oh no.
10.
Okay, first of all, wait. This is something I can see, right? So
Yes.
I have advantage on things I can see. Okay. Please. Okay, that's so much better. 16.
Cello.
Thank God you didn't roll on that one.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
It wouldn't be on brand if Shelly didn't get knocked.
I feel so bad. Wait,
Of
I need to
course
check something.
I-
I need to check something. So she's detonating on my turn, so it'd still be my turn, right?
Yes.
After it detonates? Okay, perfect. Because I
It's still
do have
dead.
mass cure wounds. But I have mass cure wounds, so I can do something about
Well,
it.
we don't
I
know what it does yet.
wouldn't.
It could be like a detonation of
Like
healing.
a bunch of
Um,
confetti.
Oh my god.
You guys passed the
So,
tab.
Mherren, you take 22 fire damage.
Holy shit.
Sana, you take 22 fire damage.
Oh. And that's already halved?
Ouchie.
It's gonna hurt.
Minomai takes
Oh.
22 fire damage.
I don't think that necessarily means that it's half, because we don't know if we succeeded.
Well, an 18
Yeah, it's pretty high.
Well, yeah, but
compared to
you
I
don't know. We don't know her stats.
I have one stat that I know of hers. She's a bitch.
Shello,
Whoa.
No shit.
Hello.
you take 45 fire damage.
Holy
Can I
shit.
perhaps use a point?
Oh yeah, you can use you use a point.
Half that is like 22, 3.
Yeah, you take 22 after using your point. Now can you roll a d100?
1 sec.
He turns into a tree.
D100 roll. 49.
Fuck.
It could still heal. It
It
could be
will not,
fire
yeah.
that becomes like bandages.
It absolutely
Maybe
will
it's
not.
like fire that cauterizes any
Exactly.
wounds.
TikTok
and then it
took
cauterized our
damage as well,
wounds,
didn't
but-
he?
And then it could kiss them better.
Everyone sees that Shello gets hit by this fire and starts twitching violently.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Does this hurt the fish?
Minomai took a slight amount of damage. This fire completely engulfs Tic Tac and Ramir, and when the fire clears, it seems they're on the ground unconscious.
What about me?
So
Yeah, you also take 45, Balthazar.
I am down.
is trying to get into the barrier in action.
Simply half movement here.
Oh. Thank
Ooh, that's
God.
awesome.
Okay, that's fine. Well, yeah, it's not perfect, but okay. Okay. First of all, I'm going to use Mass Cure Wounds on. I can then I choose up to 6 creatures in a 30-foot radius sphere centered. Oh, okay. So within a 60-foot radius, I can make a point in a 30-foot radius to heal. Okay, well,
Yep.
It doesn't matter because I'm right here anyway, and all of them are within 30 feet. So I'm gonna heal everyone except Mherren. So that makes 6.
All right.
Okay, that's pretty decent. Everyone heals for 12.
Okay, Balthazar, Ramir, and Tic Tac are immediately like back up, like gasping after this fire.
Shallow is
Bella's healed for 12.
He's just twitching about still. And then I'm going to push into the barrier.
Okay, are you putting your whole body through it?
Yes.
What was happening to your hand is happening to like your whole body. Have you ever seen X-Men 3?
no.
No.
Great, it's like that.
That's okay. No, okay,
I'm
no, I
so
get it.
glad.
X-Men 3: The Last Stand.
We're gonna stop the session
it's-
mid-session to watch
It's
the
that weird
movie.
girl- Okay, I get it.
Please.
I get
Yeah,
it.
when
I
Xavier
get it.
dies, it's kind of like that.
What?
Yeah,
Except
yeah.
it's much slower. You're not bursting.
Spoilers!
Are you going fully for the scale?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going up to there. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Please. Please. Okay. 23.
You're able to grab onto it. In doing so, you begin to feel lightheaded.
Would you say the edges are sharp?
Pretty sharp, yes.
Edging?
Miriam's going to grip it very hard to
Okay.
the point where the sharp edges begin to dig into her hand.
Blood begins dripping around it. You feel like there's some like sort of spell that's keeping it stuck to this like pedestal, like held in place almost.
Fuck.
Yeah, go ahead and make a strength check actually.
Strength check?
Yes.
I'm so good at those ones.
That's what you think.
Oh yeah, and I get. Oh, you little bitch of a game.
You know, almost like it's like locked in place.
You
Hit that
little
bitch.
bitches. I can't. Oh, I can get this one.
It's not gonna help.
I don't care. It's one of the bitches. Do you only want? Do you want the other 9 million bitches to come after us while we focus one instead of getting all of the bitches?
It's
The
gonna
nuns
distract
wish
us.
you got bitches.
I don't
Yeah,
like
for
how
real.
liberal you are with the word bitches.
That's why he doesn't want you to kill them.
I'm going to get this one with light. The very
Okay, yeah, you
Top leftmost.
you shoot a burst of light at him, blinding him. Go ahead and roll a d6.
Fuck you, random wizard. 5.
These guys honestly don't seem that tough. They're pretty much all squishy wizards, but
Except for Claudia.
Claudia seems like she has the most powerful magic.
Gotcha.
Guys,
Does
guess
she
what?
spec all into
Balthazar's
attack?
Also a squishy wizard, but he's a glass cannon.
Balthazar's a glass
Awesome.
pea shooter.
I fucking so because I can't fucking see her.
I'm gonna move.
Fireball would light up the area real good.
It will, but I need to be able to see where she is. So I'm gonna go around. Yippee! All right, I'll move just over here for now. It's going around. I hope I can fucking see her from here. My cone of sight isn't fixing.
Well, that's because it's still dark and you don't have.
Yeah, you don't have light
vision.
on
It
you,
is
so
still
you're not.
dark
You're
over here.
Getting
Oh,
It's because Shello and Pebble have the light. You don't have any light on you, so moving closer isn't going to make it lit up.
amazing.
The distance wasn't the problem.
Would I have just seen, so like where Mherren fired that light?
Yeah, you know the general area would be like around here, I guess.
Because this thing's got more health than me, I'm gonna go ahead and summon Shadow Spawn.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
I will end my turn because I can't do anything else anyway. So I need to get him like right up behind him. Okay, that's doable. Here, 20 plus 20. It's this whole movement, and from there, I think that would still hit. Oh no, it would just be out of it. Yeah. Okay. And up here next to the skeleton.
Yeah.
And I'll get him to use Dreadful Scream.
So you get 3 of them, including Claudia, also including the blinded guy, who is now scared and doesn't even know why. One of the dwarven mages is still fine, however.
An orc just flashed him. I would be scared too.
Oh my god, we're not bringing this back.
The dwarven mage all the way to the right, frightened, can't move closer to him, is going to move back 1 spot, and is then going to throw a firebolt.
You said firebolt, not fireball, right?
Yes.
Oh, thank fuck.
So bolts are this guy that's frightened is gonna take a step further back in the room and throw a firebolt at you. Is an 8 misses, correct?
Oh yeah.
Okay, and that's all he can do. Ramir, who's back up, he has a movement speed of only 25, so he's just gonna dash. So goes right up next to Baltazar. Shello, what are you doing?
I meant to ask if that doesn't affect my.
It doesn't affect your movement or anything. You're just kind of twitching a bit.
Okay.
Whenever you're still, you're like tapping your foot and snapping your head around all over the place and twitching.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not walking into the range of
No, you're
this,
good
am I?
there.
Oh, I want to go here. Ooh. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna shoot
Uh-huh.
at the frightened person.
Yeah, you try to pick up one of your swords, but your hand is like twitching all over the place. So you put it back, take out your crossbow, go ahead and make your attack.
Oh, the jittering might help. We got a 15.
That does hit.
Here we go. Here's a big roll. 3.
Yeah, you fire this into this guy's like leg, and he stumbles onto the ground a bit, not going fully prone or anything.
Okay.
He's having a bad day. He's blind. He's scared. He got shot in the foot.
This one guy specifically is like getting really fucked up.
He really didn't want to come to work today, but now he's got all this.
That's his fault for being in range, man. I don't know what to tell you.
I can finally actually see the people we're fighting because Shello moved. This is awesome.
I can go back if you want.
No,
Train
please.
Shello.
I would, after seeing Mherren struggle to move the funny stone, I'm gonna give Mherren Bardic Inspiration.
Right.
Thank you.
Kind of looking at the numbers here, running the numbers in my head. I'm gonna shoot again at the same guy.
Okay, same guy. Go ahead.
Yeah, why not? That should hit.
As he like kind of falls over, he's moving around because he can't see right now, and that made him unpredictable and completely misses.
I thought we were gonna go with more of the jittering. The
No, it's all
shakiness.
entirely on him this time.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, I was perfect.
Yeah.
You're right.
Tic Tac going to kind of run up here, not really sure where to go, who needs healing, what's going on. Blind and frightened guy, he's going to just try to run up and charge. Not really sure what he's doing. He's just gonna, he has a little dagger, he like takes that and he just like runs forward, runs directly into the barrier, and he just gets like obliterated.
Oh!
He just kind of fucking like bursts into like a cloud, fragments of a body, and almost looks like ash.
I'm starting to think that
It's
none of us should
wonderful
enter
to
there
know.
except Mherren.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's wonderful to know what would have happened if Mherren hadn't had this curse.
Or if Balthazar had tried to walk straight through it like he was
I
initially
wasn't fucking
planning.
touching it.
You were initially planning.
Magic barriers ain't no fucking joke. Also would know that.
You literally.
I don't
Never
know
mind.
anything about magic.
I have an
Level
idea,
up.
and it could be very dangerous. It could be really fucking dangerous.
Really funny.
God.
I only see person here and person here. Is there any more than the two right there?
I mean, Baldy's pretty good.
I think you can
Not
see
that I can see.
I'm gonna use my action. I'm gonna dig into my satchel, pull this amber figure of sorts out.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
Whoa.
whisper to it, and then
Oh, no.
chuck it 60 feet. So it is right here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna scream an elven.
Don't worry, we got
slaughter
it.
them. Slaughter
This
them all.
amber figure lands on the ground, grows into this giant T-Rex.
Oh my god. I can't
The
see anything
Pokemon.
but like a feather.
Wait, what? What feather?
I see one feather and that's it.
Dinosaurs had feathers.
Well, no, I mean, like, how is Pebble seeing one feather?
Sana, under your extras in D&D Beyond, you'll see the stat block for this. Can you roll initiative for it?
2.
2, okay.
That's actually good. I have a 6, so it's soon after me. The command I gave it is just like slaughter them as in like
Oh,
our enemies.
can you roll another
I really
d20?
hope the
Yeah,
dinosaur
I was
knows the
about to
difference
say.
between them and us.
I was just about to say. We're good. 14.
I hope that
Wasn't a
dinosaur
1.
doesn't speak
14
Elvish.
hit, looks back at you, and just sort of kind of like nods its head, and then is ready to attack these things.
And I just before anything else, I just want to double check. Whenever you command the figurine, so whenever I command it, I have to roll the d20. So if I just tell it to like attack the wizards, I don't have to keep commanding to do it, right?
Each new command.
Oh fuck, Nazi. Well, it's like
Yeah.
slaughter my enemies, something like that.
Oh, great. So it still doesn't exclude me.
You're not my enemy.
I don't
it's-
think you're
it's
an enemy.
default friendly to your allies, by the way.
Okay, because
So
like
awesome.
I thought like when like okay like slaughter them. Oh, we might start talking to my teammates. I'm like I'm gonna be more specific. It's the wizards, and then I see fucking Modzy right there. I'm like oh fuck, he's a wizard. I think I'm gonna run over behind this corner, like kind of leaning up against the rock, and then that'll be my turn.
Minamai, he can move 40 feet, right up by Ramir Baltazar. But using his dash, he's going to go a bit further in front of who he sees as sort of this like wizard leading them all. Other dwarven wizard going to do another firebolt here. Mherren does a 15 hit.
15? No.
Okay, he's trying to throw a fireball at you to keep you from this shard. It misses. He's then just going to run up.
He's within range.
He moves 5 more feet. He's gonna go here.
That's
Um,
uncomfortable.
It's the T-Rex's turn now. I guess I'll move and everything forward since you don't technically have full command of it. But just going off what you said, he's going to attack the closest wizard to it, which is Claudia. He's going to multi-attack so it can bite and use its tail on the same target. So biting at Claudia, getting a 21. It just like puts its head down. Oh Jesus, this thing does a lot. It just grabs her in its mouth and like starts chewing on her. Yeah, it just takes like a big bite of her, grabbing her arm in its hand, then whipping its tail around. She took a very large chunk of damage. At this T-Rex seemed to like kind of actually like scare her. You see a bit of fear in her eyes, but then she recomposes herself and she disappears.
So tired of antagonists just disappearing, bro.
You see her
Shooting.
cast some sort of spell, a glyph forming on the ground that then moves up, and with it like erasing her from where she stands.
My dinosaur did that.
Your dinosaur knows spells?
Yeah.
Zimbom has a speed of 30. She's gonna go up here. She kind of looks like she doesn't want to be involved in this, honestly. Pebble, it's your turn.
I'm in a really weird position here.
Be careful, there's a dinosaur out there.
25. So, how injured does Minamai look?
He has a scratch on him.
Oh, okay. I thought after the first fight and when he was in the fireball, he would have looked more hurt, and so now. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm out of movement.
He looks pretty like a sturdy guy, so it seems comparatively it didn't seem to do a whole lot to him.
Gotcha.
He looks like, I mean, it's hard to tell. He has a very stern expression most times, but it seems that he powers through the pain pretty well.
I'm gonna attack this guy, or maybe I should I'll attack this one.
The one that's
Oh,
dead.
wait, he's dead.
Dead.
Sorry.
The dead
sorry.
one.
How far away is this one? I just want to attack the guy not by the dinosaur. And with her just like disappearing, I suddenly have less options. So I'm going to attack the one up at the very top. Does a 20 hit?
20 does hit.
How's a 6?
Firing this arrow into him, hitting him in the side, doing a decent amount of damage to these guys that look pretty weak.
I'll shoot him again. Oh,
Okay.
nat 1. Never mind.
Yeah, really missing with that.
Okay, here we go. So, first of all, I'm gonna use bolstering magic to give myself an extra D3 on my ability check. So that, and then the bardic inspiration gives me an additional D6, right? That's what it
1d8.
does. Oh, a D8. Oh, you're fancy.
I'm an end.
So Mherren's going to try and pull it again. Pull it out, grasping the shard and also not passing out.
Okay, yeah,
in the
make a
process.
strength check with all that then, all those various things.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll that first. Okay, and then the D3. Did that roll it? I could.
Yep.
I
Yes.
can't
So
see
you go
it.
to 3.
Okay. Oh fuck yeah. Okay, and then a D8. Threes.
Another
Lots of
3.
threes.
So
So that
25.
is, yeah.
With all that, the support from your friends, you are grabbing onto this, you lunge backwards and it moves with you, and you are able to break it out of this barrier. You lunge backward at such like strength to yank this out. Once it actually like disconnected, you like fall backwards. Everyone else watches as this kind of like oil slick glow is still kind of emanating from the shard and then begins to like enwrap itself around Mherren. And Mherren, this jolt of power enters into you, your scars lighting up in almost just like blinding light. You fall to the ground unconscious,
Oh,
But
holding the shard in your hands, your blood still spilling onto it. Bolsa, what are you doing?
is the terrain around the barrier still rough?
So there's a barrier around it, but there's like two things happening. There's the glow that follows the shard, but this pedestal seems to be enchanted with the barrier that hold it in place. So that barrier is still there.
How can I? From there to. There to there, and there to. Would that just get me to Mherren if I moved?
Yes.
Then I will move over next to Mherren by going down here, up to her. I was going to say I can use the apartment key But like, just because we've got the scale, we need to get the fuck out of here. But leaving like the others like tic tac and that isn't probably great.
I believe that would take 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have the gold for it as well.
Yeah, 516 gold.
What the fuck?
It's so little.
I haven't been buying anything.
How do you guys have money? I haven't bought anything either. You guys
I have
money,
800.
and I still have 50 gold.
I have 800 gold.
I have
54.
Um,
I'm 54.
Can I
Yellow's
see if I
cool.
can bring out unconsciousness? 'Cause I don't have any potions.
Make a medicine check.
17.
You like lift her eyelid, her eyes like moving rapidly, almost like has like a massive amount of like brain activity. Nothing you're doing is waking her up. It seems that some magic has caused her to go unconscious.
Wait, so is she like down unconscious, or is she just like passed out unconscious?
Not death's throes unconscious.
Unconscious does not mean dying.
Okay. Well then she's fine.
She's
Okay.
unconscious and stable as far as you can tell.
Okay. Is the scale like, is she firmly grasping it? Like I can't get it off of her?
Are you trying to grab for it?
Yeah, just like put it back in pocket plane.
Which hand are you using?
Oh no, the right.
Okay, are you right or left-handed?
Right.
Okay, you reach for it with the gauntlet. The magic is like trying to keep you away almost, but with the gauntlet you're able to kind of like grab at it.
Oh, thank God.
Make an Arcana check now.
Ooh. 16.
16, you get the impression that this gauntlet is specifically crafted with the magic of this scale in mind, and right now with the amount of powerful concentrated magic around it, you feel lucky. Use the right hand with the gauntlet and not your bare hand to grab it. Now make a strength check.
Oh,
Oh, this is.
I'm not great at those.
Mherren's one of those sleepers who like,
8.
rips her teddy
Oh
bear.
my god, bruh.
8, you're unable to get Mherren's clasp undone to get at the scale. Feel like there's a massive amount of like magical arcane power emanating from this dragon scale shard.
Yeah, I guess I'll cast a spell at that wizard up there. I will use second level magic missiles. That's 4 darts, yeah. 16. Into the
Yeah, you trying
fella
to
up
finish
there.
this guy off in any special way?
Yeah, I'll basically just I'll get one of the missiles to hit him in the legs and just blow his legs off and have him fall to the ground.
You get that guy. What are you doing with your shadow spawn?
I will get him to, because I'd like him to be closer. I'll get him just up here near the body of the other, the dead wizard I just killed, and that will end his turn.
All right, the last of the dwarven mages that is left, looking up at this T-Rex.
Get fucked.
He's gonna throw a firebolt at it.
No, it's just kind of pissed off.
AC 13.
Yes, singes some of the T-Rex's like feathers, dealing just 9 damage to it. Slowly backing up at first, gonna run further down this way. Ooh, he could just barely out of range, unable to get to this guy with his 25 feet. Shello, what are you doing?
I don't have much going on over on my side here.
This is
Does
gonna
anyone
be
else
fun.
with these vibrations?
When we're done, after we like know we're safe, I want you all to back the fuck away from that goddamn T-Rex.
Yeah.
Because it's 130, like 20 something HP, and like if I roll bad, we're gonna have to fight it.
In Lane, we're gonna have to speak to you
As like
about
a-
how you
as like
spend
a
your
little
gold.
rest or something.
The worst part is I don't spend money. You guys constantly have to buy me and things because I don't have enough.
I'm gonna be real. I'm about to like I would gladly buy you guys stuff, but you guys always like purchase it before I could say anything.
I think
No.
the only thing I have bought in the last like 10 sessions has been like 3 potions and maybe some arrows. I think I just don't ever get money.
Yeah.
I think the last time I
Probably
got
'cause
any
your
gold was the
sandcastles
therapy
and
thing.
shit.
What about the
Hey,
sandcastle?
I got money for that. But I did give
That's
15
all the
to the
money
small
you
child.
have.
I was
Yeah.
gonna give it to him.
I felt so bad.
No, you shouldn't feel bad because
But
that
I
child
also
doesn't
didn't want
remember
fun
its parents.
That's even worse.
Well,
Yeah,
don't have to
he's got a
tell him
hotel
his
room
parents
with
are
no
dead.
parents.
you also don't have to tell the guy who's in the lobby that his wife
Oh, his
or
parents
whatever
are fucking
died.
dead, aren't they?
The guy, whenever we showed up to the hotel, and he was like, "There's all these fucking women's clothes.
Oh,
What's going
yeah,
on
yeah.
here?" You don't have to tell him his wife's dead. Anyway,
Oh yeah, Shiloh, what are you doing?
Oh.
Shella.
I didn't realize that one. I didn't connect on that one.
Well,
I-
would I be able to fire an arrow? It has 80 feet of range, so I can hit it, but I'm wondering if Pebble's in the way.
I think the barrier's in the way.
Oh, can't shoot through the barrier.
I think
No.
it'll at
You
least
try.
disrupt a little bit.
I don't want to now that you've mentioned it.
It reflects off the barrier, kills the T-Rex.
You kill Shello. I'll go there then.
Shoots barrier, hits knee.
I think that's it's going right through mine.
At that point, you can more reasonably shoot over Minomai.
Okay, I'll do that.
We'll just give an AC bonus.
I'm gonna grab my trusty crossbow with my shaking like a leaf arms.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna load in a bolt very delicately, pull it back, and get a 12.
You managed to hit him.
Oh my god.
I'm barely able to pull the trigger, and I deal a whopping 3 damage. Fire again. You get a 10.
It lands like into his beard, which his beard is so strong as a dwarven beard just kind of stops the arrow.
Whoa.
Dude, that's awesome.
I was gonna say it just goes right into his pocket, new trinket.
Bolsar, how singed do you look from that fireball earlier?
Yeah, pretty toasty.
Tic Tac's gonna go up to you, he's gonna cast Cure Wounds, heals you for 11.
Ooh.
Patting you,
sir.
getting some of the embers that are still going. And then kind of scared, he's gonna take another few steps back. Sana, what are you doing?
Am I able to do some silly acrobatic stuff so I don't have to like jump on top of this run without wasting any movement?
Go ahead and make an acrobatics reflex check.
19.
Yeah, I'd say you'd be able to just vault over this rock.
Jumps onto a rock, jumps over, somersaults, keeping momentum, sprinting, and just while sprinting, winding up a punch, and then shoving my whole body into punching his face. 13.
13 hits.
Oh shit. 5 plus 3, so 8.
With your new gauntlets, that pushes you over the edge. How do you want to kill this guy?
As I'm running and I charge, I throw my entire body into smacking his jaw, just exploding his head off his body with the new gauntlets. And then I just pull back, just breathing heavy, hair kind of disheveled from the sprint, just staring at my bloodied hand, just I want to look around. Do I see anybody trying to hide at all?
Make a perception check.
17.
In the top left of this room, behind the most massive rock, you see some kind of arcane glow behind that rock, just faintly.
I kind of make have my dinosaur get the attention of I point over there. They're more to slaughter.
Okay, roll d20.
And then fuck.
Who command?
Oh, as we command it? Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was just
we're
when
at
it was summoned.
You're good.
Run right there, and I'm just gonna be behind the rock, and I'm pointing in this direction. I'm gonna use a key point to dash. So I have 50 more. Oh, no, I can't. Yeah, no, I can. It's a bonus action. So I have 50 more feet of movement. And I'm just gonna sprint to that guy. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Minomai also notices you give the T-Rex a command, so he's also going to run up behind this rock, getting there, and the T-Rex soon follows, trampling that way. However, the T-Rex goes over there, looks, looks back at you. It seems it's too big to fit behind this rock.
Oh,
Oh,
He can
big
figure it
fella.
out. He can figure it out.
No.
It's okay, buddy. It's muscle.
You'll notice Claudia turned the corner of this rock the other side. The other two just ran. Sees that the rest of her mages have been slaughtered, and she shakes her head and she says, useless. At least the Jaya was sent back. Points at you, Sana. She casts Maze. You disappear.
oh my god. What?
Oh my god.
Sana, you reappear in a giant labyrinth of arcane energy, and you're like a rat trying to find the cheese in the maze.
Silly
And you're
Sana.
stuck there for now.
Forever.
Zimbom, seeing that, she dips.
Understandable.
What you doing?
guys.
God damn it. Why do? Oh my god. People
Wait.
keep just disappearing.
Sana, you're banished to a different plane.
It's okay, guys. We just wait 10 minutes.
Hold on. I really can't do much, which is
Really, like-
unfortunate.
Is there really like no like you don't have to roll anything? It's just instant.
Yes.
This rock is blocking my path, though. And so is Shello and the Balthazar clone.
Yeah.
Fuck me. I don't know. How hurt is Shello looking? Mr. Boot.
Despite Shello kind of shaking and seeming very unsteady, he looks okay, not the worst.
Okay. I guess I'll try, like, arcing my arrow over if
Okay.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Alright.
It would just be covered.
Does a 21 hit?
21 does hit. Even with
Cool.
the cover she has doing that.
There's 5 damage.
5.
Roll concentration.
Yes.
Oh yeah, concentration for, and then I'll shoot again while she's rolling, I guess. Another 21.
Also hits.
I'm the best. And 8 damage.
8, shooting 2 arrows into her back as she's focusing on the spell, but she maintains focus.
2 arrows and she's still focused.
roll
Damn,
twice
she's
for
a
her.
baddie.
Roll 20 twice.
That's insane.
Oh, a natural 20 actually. I didn't realize.
Damn, so she's really focused. Good for
That
her.
maze is extra strong, dude.
I love women in STEM.
I think she's wasting her focus on deleting Sana.
I proved a threat. I summoned a dinosaur, and then I
That
blew
is
up a
true.
guy's head.
That is true.
Then I
Right
ran
now.
100 feet in 6 seconds.
Okay,
The
yeah,
angry-
you're a bit.
The angry elven girl.
I've never thought about how insane it is.
Mare, I'm sorry,
Hi.
but you can't really do anything currently.
Yeah.
We'll get to you. Both your turn.
This stupid bitch has made the mistake of being in my line of sight. You said that the scale had something to do with the gauntlet, right?
It seems that it helps nullify the damaging magic that is emanating from the scale currently.
Does that mean I could possibly use it towards powering the gauntlet?
Make an Arcana check.
16.
16, that seems specifically what the gauntlet is designed for with the broken latch that is on it.
Awesome.
However, the apparatus is damaged. It does not seem like it can hold the power within it in the state it's in.
Fuck. Then I will use it without. I had an idea to try and get it positioned so that I could use it as power source, but that's fine. That just means I'll use it without the power source. And I will aim to use. That's
Start
not
drawing
within
them.
fucking anything. Right, and I'm just gonna look at my own spells. I'll just use a second level magic missile then. Was that a 1 or was it? Oh, it's a 2 plus the 1.
8.
Wonderful.
8 total damage? Okay.
Yeah.
These
And,
burst into her, but she's still focusing on the spell.
Fuck.
Isn't that like 4 separate hits?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not great. I guess I'll continue to try and pry the scale from Mherren's hands.
Yeah, make a strength check.
Knowing laughter.
It's over here.
Mherren, give me the scale.
Unable to get it.
She's a very strong woman, and she is very unconscious.
Trying to put it in the pocket plane.
I would
And it's
hate
very
to be, like,
embedded into her skin.
What are you doing
I
to your
would hate
shadow
napping
spawn?
next to Mherren if she's
Shadow
there.
Spawn's gonna have a big menacing grin as it notices she's back in the play. He's going to run up. Let me make sure I got the right distance from there. He's going to run up to here. This isn't great. He's a melee attack I can't use because it's out of range because he's not right next to her.
Damn.
Yeah, and he'll sit pretty, I guess. Not much else you can do.
Ramir can only move 25. Over here, kind of looking around for where Sana is. Shella, what are you doing?
Shello's gonna, noticing that everyone's attention is behind him, try and kind of spin around to face what's happening, and after that, be very off balance, causing him to stumble, and get back to over here, and then our wizard people intelligent or wise?
Intelligent, I think.
I'm gonna.
Modzi was wise as fuck earlier.
Well, Mozzie's smart, so I'm gonna cast Hideous Laughter on I Crass lady. That is a Wisdom 14.
She gets a 15. Very sorry.
That's fine.
Tic Tac also looking around for Sana over here, kind of wondering where she went. Sana, make a
I have to roll a 20. I'm pretty.
make an intelligence check.
Intelligence check.
It is a DC of 20.
There's no fucking way. I have -2 to it.
Oh,
cannot-
no.
Oh, it's literally impossible. That's awful.
There's no.
Yeah, I have to.
You can get a
wait the
nat
full
20.
duration,
If
or
okay,
I think
I don't know exactly, but if I were to roll, will it at least make me progress, or?
You need to be pretty smart to get out of this maze. I'll
Well,
tell
if
you
you
what,
get a
if it's a
if you
natural
get a
20,
nat
I'll
20.
consider that a critical success.
One.
Okay.
Whoa!
It's not a
Not
natural
a
one.
nat
It's not a
one,
natural
though.
one.
Not
It
a
is just
nat
a one.
one.
Fucking absurd.
I run into a wall.
how long does the spell last?
It's concentration.
Normal. Oh fuck.
10
Oh,
minutes.
okay.
But that's
but-
like
We can kill her. Well, you guys.
Hey, the person who's best at killing is in,
I just-
in the
I
game.
showed
That's
her.
awesome.
my hair kind of disheveled and like because I was about to sprint at her and like I sprinted to the
Mine
wall.
was already running around this rock. He didn't realize she went out the other side, and he gets to the other side and he sees her and he's like, "Oh fuck!" The T-Rex.
Has no commands.
Well, it should still be under the same command.
Yeah, it's under the same command. And whoever can't get through that side of the rock is gonna have to go like all the way around. So it goes about down to here. That's really all it can do.
What do you smell crest more like?
Are you a smell caster?
It's like that.
Yeah,
She's
two-
gonna put it right there. She's
Oh.
going to throw a fireball down in front of her.
Pebble safe.
Everyone in there except for Mherren make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm fucked.
Fuck.
Is that an
Oh,
automatic fail for
7.
Mherren, or is it
Yes.
disadvantage? Oh.
It'll be automatic fail, yeah. I'm just.
And the
Mherren
shadow
is-
spawn needs to roll as well.
Oh, does he? I'll just. Fucking, where is he? Give me you.
18. Seeing that she's gonna use her roll instead, twisting fate. He rolled a 7, so failing. Everyone takes 24 fire damage.
Oh my fucking god! What a.
Only.
While she's still
24?
concentrating, that's wild.
Yeah, the
I'm
only
down.
thing, the only
It's not
spells.
concentration spells.
Yeah, the only spells that end concentration are concentration spells. You're down, Balthazar?
Yup.
Does Mherren also take 24?
Yeah, is
Yes.
it just
Yeah,
24?
automatically.
Okay, perfect. That's
that's-
not a big deal.
That's nice. Now we're both passed out.
Well,
Good luck with that.
I can't do anything about that.
Hey, you doing, Shello? You alright?
Yellow's shaking.
Well, when you go, is it a concentration spell?
Which one?
Shadow Spawn.
Yeah.
Alright, when you go unconscious, it disappears.
Fuck.
Bye.
Isn't very big chungus.
No, it's not.
No longer frightened by it, she says, there we are, and begins to walk up now.
I hate women in STEM.
Whoa.
As in spells, tomes, enchantments, and magic. Jeez.
Whoa.
It's now, Pebble, it's up to you.
That's horrible. That's actually awful.
Well-
and Shallow, you dick.
Shella's a while.
She
She's
goes
like-
up here, she looks
Oh
like
my
she's
God.
approaching Mherren and Balthazar.
Uh-oh. You guys might want to fucking hit her.
Help!
Hey, I don't know if you want me to hit.
Oh my god.
Pebble, it's your turn.
Okay. How far are they from me?
I'm hurty.
They're perfect, 30 feet. Okay, I'm casting Aid on Balthazar. That's 5 health. He should be up.
Yay. I can fucking punch her in her teeth.
And that is a
Based on your strength
action.
rolls, you shouldn't be punching anybody.
Balthazar, what are you
you.
doing now then?
I'm going... Get my fucking apparatus again. No, a second level spell slot.
Tinker with your doohickey.
I'm wanting to use Scorching Ray. I'll need a roll for the apparatus.
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
Come on. 17.
Yeah, you're able to cast Scorching Ray, so go ahead and make 3 spell attacks, which is a +6 for you.
First one, 20. Second one, 21.
Mhm.
Third one, 24.
Jesus
So it's
Christ.
D6.
Let him cook.
Just to fucking hit that bitch. 23.
Oh my dear
Holy
fucking god.
shit!
Don't fuck with angry
I'm so
Balthazar.
glad I fucking got Balthazar up. What a good choice
Holy
on my
shit!
part.
The first one zaps into her, which causes Sana to reappear.
Yay!
Yes!
Oh,
She's
hi,
like
Sana.
breathing heavy.
The
My
issue
hair
with
just
this is
disheveled.
that she uses her portent and has you re-roll the second roll.
Yep, done. Yeah, 23.
Oh my god, it's even better!
Waves her hand, trying to have the fates change, and this ray goes right through her hand into her, blasting off some of her fingers.
Yo!
Whoa!
Oh my god, he's popping off!
Holy shit!
Why? The fates have misaligned.
As the third one then slams into her, knocks her to the ground, and she coughs up blood. She seems to have very low amount of health left.
Damn, this bitch crazy.
Holy shit, man. That's fucking
He
insane.
just annihilated. That's crazy.
We make fun of him all the time for doing, like, no damage.
Ramir's gonna
When he
walk
pulls
over to
through
her with his great club up, looking at Balthazar like, what are we doing with her? She's almost dead.
As much as I'd love the glory, like just smarter looking at Rami and just tell him to finish her.
He looks like he doesn't
Do
want
not
to. After you do that, he takes like a step back and he like shakes his head. And he's like,
I was just trying to intimidate her. I've never killed anyone.
It might be good to get some information from her, maybe.
We don't want to risk getting the fuck away though.
Okay, true.
She's slippery.
Shella, what are you doing?
I'll give you permission, Sheller.
Shella doesn't want to. He's never killed anyone.
Bullshit. in what universe?
This one.
Sheller?
These-
Literally no universe.
There he goes.
Shellow's gonna stumble down and go to attack her with a scimitar.
Okay, make an attack.
Getting a 10.
Swing down, your shaky hand hits off her robes.
He's gonna go again.
Do it
He's-
again.
Trying to find his balance and maybe hit a bit better. Hit a 21.
21 does hit.
And he's hitting her good with 1. Maybe like
goodness.
slicing her cheek.
Your hand is too shaky. You cut her, but it's definitely not enough to kill her.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to use the scimitar to speed
Okay.
one last time. Shello's just looks as though he's very unsteady, about to fall over. He's
You
also
got
very
this, buddy.
burnt. I got a 14, which is her
14.
armor class, right?
12 is her armor class, 14 hits.
Oh, and the last attack perhaps is a
Hey.
This is the last hit. You are able to get her.
Oh my god.
four. After the first slash missing, the second one barely hitting her, Shello's mustering all of his energy left and just kind of drops with his full weight on the scimitar and falls flat on top of her.
So
in the
you're
same
trying
way.
to kill her?
Yeah.
Oh,
Falling onto her, she coughs up a spray of blood. The kind of glow in her eyes begins to flicker, and she says through bloodied teeth, "I saw so many futures. I knew I'd be destined to die, but here, you learn you walk your fate with fortuity." And she looks over to Mherren, Bolsar, and Sana's grouping over there. "But the path is carved with blood that will flow like wine for you all." And then the glow fully fades.
Shello
gonna
doesn't
call
like
her bluff
wine
now.
anyway,
Oh,
so it's fine.
fuck.
Wasn't there like multiple shit we just did that she didn't foresee? We'll be fine.
Yeah, I think she's just wrong.
Sana's gonna walk up and just kick her lifeless body once. As we're sending me in the maze.
That's for Bam Bash, you piece of shit. Spits in her face.
You all look over Mherren's body as he clutches this, but Mherren, as soon as you had grabbed the scale and pulled back and fell unconscious, it's like you transported yourself into one of these dreamscapes, except the colors are more intense and rushing through you, and eventually you find yourself sort of in the air. There's clouds below you, fields of green. You feel like the wind rushing against you. As you look around, you see a coastline in the distance below you that leads to a massive city of stone buildings, some towns close to it that you seem to be moving closer towards as you seem to be soaring through the sky.
Nani?
I guess I'll look around as I'm dragged towards these stone buildings. Stone City.
Yeah, you're still pretty far out. You just see it in the distance. You see some other sort of like glistening gold trails sort of entering into this city. Some sort of like bursts of almost like magical fireworks within the city. Like there's some sort of celebration going on as you move closer and closer. You make an intelligence check.
Oh, this will go great. The only thing I don't have anything good in. 5.
Looking around, you don't recognize these stone buildings as any place you've ever been to. As you move closer in, the scene kind of like crossfades into a large, like round table, except each figure sitting at this table is like a shadowy form that you can't tell like the identity of. Like it's almost like this dream is like censored or simply out of mind, as your attention is more drawn to a aura of light at the center of the table as you watch it move and shift around, then suddenly moving towards you, bursting into your face, and your vision returns again to this like color shifting oil slick-esque sort of glistening of this magical power, when you hear a voice echoing deep in your mind, the deepest trenches of your thought, just like booming. It says, "Who is your enemy?"
Mherren looks around as if trying to identify where this voice could possibly be coming from, because, obviously her head voice doesn't sound like that. So she's thinking there must be something speaking to her in her mind. Something nearby. And I'm guessing she doesn't see anything.
No, you're just sort of in this void of color shifting that you associate with this like magical dragon scale shard. But this time it's different. It's like it completely engulfs you and surrounds you, like you're inside of it.
Just sort of shouts out, "What do you want?" I don't know how to answer that question. I can't really say everything that's ruined my life. Or maybe I can.
Yeah.
Everything that's ruined me, what's made me into the shell of what I was.
It simply responds,
Will you fight?
Yes.
Good.
and with that, a rushing of sort of white light comes in you like you're crashing down from when you were soaring earlier almost, as you jolt awake within this room with all of your allies surrounding you, the dragon scale in your fist, but no longer emanating as much of the power it once did, just giving sort of the faint glow. Your disintegrated hand blown apart, almost looking like ash, is slowly being pieced back together, this magical aura surrounding it. You feel like almost like something within you has shifted, like you absorbed the power of the shard.
Oh my God, Mherren, are you okay?
Mherren?
Mherren doesn't respond. She's just breathing very heavily, looking down at her hand and then directly at the shard of the scales.
Sana will kneel down behind her head and just shove her whole face in front of her, not realizing how intrusive she's being.
Okay.
What happened?
You passed out after grabbing the scale. We won the fight.
I got sent to a maze and I blew a guy's head off.
That too.
Oh. Mherren just sort of... No, she's gonna pass the shot, like, almost reluctantly, as if she just, on some sort of level, doesn't want to part with it, but she's going to hold out the scale shard over to Balthazar to put into safekeeping in another plane.
Yep. As Mherren hands it to me, I'll open up Pocket Plate and place the new, much larger piece inside.
You find it hard to fit.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
You
Like
cast this
aimlessly.
and you try to put it in, but the diameters are larger than what your pocket plane allows.
that's worrying, actually.
Well, I've got pockets.
We just don't want the...
Shello has the bag of holding.
Stella does have the bag of holding.
Bag is bigger than the pocket.
I mostly used this spell to try and mask its magical location as well.
But isn't a bag of holding, isn't that like different dimension thingy, like a pocket dimension?
Can I do an Arcana check?
Yeah, go ahead and make an
Check
Arcana
that.
check.
I didn't read the tag when I was fixing it.
Yeah, Mherren's gash on her
I
hand
don't
is just
believe
bleeding still.
so, but I can't. 18?
I'm gonna pour some of my alcohol on Mherren's like cuts on her fingers,
Oh.
and then just like put it in her mouth and drink.
Mherren's going to very visibly tense up. She doesn't wince or make noise, but you can see how she tenses up from the pain.
You see my eyes upside down peek back at you.
It's the
That'll
astral, well, sorry, you recognize it as the astral plane that this bag of holding is a pocket to.
You have that bag of holding, right?
Yes, for my little figurines and friends.
Okay. I need you to listen.
Yes.
I need you to hold the scale in the bag of holding.
Is it a friend Or a
It is a-
figurine?
It's kind of, but this figurine you cannot show to anyone
It's a wall
Unless it-
figurine.
unless it is one of us. Under no
Like a
circumstance,
secret.
like a secret. Under no
I-
circumstances do you take it out of that bag unless we need it.
I see. Well, I suppose I could. Is it? It doesn't look like a full figurine. Is it part of a larger one?
Yes, it's a part of a really big figurine.
Oh, then yes. Go ahead. Go right ahead. I want to. I guess I'm still lying on the floor from collapsing onto Claudia. So I kind of just, while lying on my back, kind of try and pull it out of my inventory, just kind of hold it up with one arm.
I help him up and up to his feet, help dust him off. All right, this is going in the bag.
All right,
put
be
it
careful.
in-
Don't mess up the order of things in there.
I put the scale inside the bag of holding.
Okay. Shella, do you like look into the bag and make sure the order is all right?
Yeah, I want to just double check.
Yeah, you can make an intelligence check.
All right.
Oh no.
Okay. 8.
Oh.
Yeah, you open it up and just like move the dragon scale and the figures around. You see an eye looking back up at you. Then you like move some stuff around and it's gone. And then you go back to normal.
What the
There we go.
fuck?
It seems everything is in order. Thank you very much, Keeper of the Owl.
It'll have to go there for now.
If we find another place for it, could I perhaps keep it there so my figurines are not all
Once we get,
jumbled?
that's the thing. I think it'll fit into the gauntlet, but not in this state.
Okay, well, let me know
We-
when it can, and I'll take it out as soon as possible.
After we take down this Coliseum, we may need to track down the guy who made it.
The one who made the figurine?
The big one on my arm, yeah. As for that, what are we gonna do with the body?
Oh,
Let's loot her.
Yeah, literally.
I need new magic gear. I'm gonna loot her.
Bulls are going to make an investigation check at advantage.
Okay.
Let's
21
check that
and
pocket. What about this pocket?
14, so 21.
Did you check her backside?
I'm not touching that.
What?
No, I don't mean that. No, you weirdo.
As
No.
you all loot the body, some time passing, we'll go over the loot you've all gotten from her body next session, as well as your plans for dismantling this place now that secrets have been discovered in it, the creatures have been defeated, rest of the building to dispose of in some way. You've also all leveled up to level 7.
whoa!
Hey, one more and can't our paladin buddy revivify or something?
Yes, Pebble
I
learned
do not
Revivify at
have-
level 8.
Oh, I thought you were asking me if I could currently use Revivify.
No, I level 8 you can. That's
That's
big.
awesome.
Big for shallow.
Massive. Big, massive for Shello. That's-
Since it's pretty late, we'll go ahead and level up at the start of next session, roll hit points and everything. So if you enjoyed, please, like, comment, share with friends watching on a podcast platform. Go ahead and rate us. You can join our Discord to discuss the episodes with other fans. We're also on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next episode for level 7.